Okay. Let's see if everything goes live. Looks like we are live. All right, cool. Gonna go ahead and get this shared. And we will get started. Hope everybody had a good day. Let me put on that 3-minute ad break. Give people their hour of no ads. While I get this shit together. And then let me get the Twitch link. Oh, I know what to do. That. And then we do that. And we do bop. And then bop. And there we go. How about that? Now we're all good to go. That's live. I got this chat popped out. Hopefully it works. But if it doesn't, I'll have to figure that out. Copy that. Even starting a little early today. How about that? You go down to shameless self-promotion. Okay, there we go. All good. That was a lot of work for a whole lot of nothing, but we did it. Okay. Now exit all of that. I can move this one back over to here. And boom. All right. Back at it again. Just watched some stuff on Destiny 2 that makes me, I was gonna say sad, but that's definitely not right. Makes me kind of glad I don't play it anymore. I mean, I missed the game. It was a great game. While I played it, but you know, things ain't always that good. Sometimes they get a little bad. Hey, whoa. Still being fucking, you being fucking loud. All right. Still sharing this stuff. Hope everybody's doing well. Yet again, I don't know if my chat should be fine. I should be able to pick up everything. Druids in Path of Exile 2. I could re-download that. Might be a move at some point. Let me share if I can find it. Here we go. I need to automate this somehow. I don't know how I do that without being like fucking obnoxious. Hey, there we go. All right, I don't know how to do that without being like really fucking obnoxious. So maybe sometime we do that. I need that to, yeah, thank you, Wire. Oh, man. Man. I've had a long weekend. In a bad way. Well, not like a terrible way, but it's been a long weekend. Yeah, it was long. But hey, we're here now. I'm kind of at an impasse. I could play with buddies. I could play more Starfield, which is always fine with me. Could do some Darktide. Looks like Kevin is on that. I just downloaded Cyberpunk because I thought that would be fun to play. At some point, get back into that. I need to re-download New Vegas. That's what I really need to do. I'm piddling around not doing what I need to do, which is download New Vegas again. Oh. Okay. Oh my god. Sometimes shit just hits you from life, and you're like, what the fuck? What do you mean? Anyway, my life's like a retarded sitcom. It's not even funny. Holy fuck. Yeah, sometimes real life just punches you in the dick. It makes you not want to do shit, but we're here. We're probably not queer. We're going to play some video games and relax, try to enjoy ourselves. And if we don't, well, then that sucks. But we're going to enjoy ourselves. It's time to chill. Like, holy fuck, man. Ugh. You know what? There's actually something I did want to watch. Anyway, so maybe I'll pull it up. We'll do a little react content. As funny as Chud is, it's not Chud. Let me find it. Yes, thank you for booting up, Starfield. I appreciate you. It's gonna look really laggy till I find what I was looking for, which was the Mini Minuteman. Where is it? Here it is. Nice. Okay, let me swap it over to video commentary. Boom! Is that enough of everything? Let me... Hold on. I think it is. I think it's enough of everything. I just got a notification. Give me just a second. Sorry. Based. I don't know who DVD is, but that sounds cool. Alright. Chat's back up. Sorry for leaving you guys for a second. I need to figure out how to make this just a wee bit more. Hold on. Alright, there, I can still see everything, and then I minimize that. I don't need that maximize. And then just a little bit. And then like that. Oh my god, I got it figured out. Holy shit. I can read you, chat, and I can watch the video and play. We're going full ADHD today, ladies and gentlemen. So let me go ahead and get her started. Hey, boo-boo, how's it going?
Got it that time.
Let me know if that's too loud. I'm trying to figure this shit out.
Wow, home sweet home. Feels so good to be back.
It might be a little much.
More than 2,000 years ago, a new culture would arise on the North American continent. Like their ancestors, they would direct their manpower into the construction of massive earthworks. But this culture, today called the Hopewell, took this tradition to the next level. Over the course of the next 700 years, the Hopewell would create earthworks of such monumental size and technical complexity that they truly stand in a league of their own.
Hopewell civilization is really cool. It's one of those that I don't really know a lot about, which kind of sucks, just because a lot of like my personal education for educating in history didn't have a lot of like prehistoric, I say prehistoric, but of the older like cultures and shit. But yeah, anyway.
While many of these achievements were destroyed during the expansion of the American Empire, those that do survive today are nothing short of breathtaking. But in this video, we will forego the well-preserved and curated sites in favor of something much more mysterious. A bizarre anomaly hidden in plain sight. Modern LiDAR imagery of long plowed fields and woodlots reveals the ghost of a strange earthwork. The tiny isolated fragments that have been found consist of two parallel walls, and are theorized by some to be the only remains of the Hopewell culture's greatest achievement. An ancient road that traveled nearly 60 miles in an almost perfectly straight line. Today, we are going to be visiting these ruins for ourselves. We'll be learning all the most recent discoveries in this topic and meeting the archaeologists behind them. Howdy, friends. My name is Milo Rossi, and today it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the Great Hopewell Road.
It's cool. I like this Milo Rossi guy. He's very good at his craft. He's just like an interesting dude to watch. He is very articulate with his points. And also, he's pretty gosh darn smart. So far, he hasn't said anything that makes me go, "Oh, this guy's fucking stupid." So yeah, so far so good. Hold on, I'm looking for something in particular. Oh my god, my fucking legs are broken. Oy, oy. Fuck off, robot. All the way off. I'll do what I want. PNG of Miku should be at the bottom of the left. Hold on. Let me find a good PNG. Let me find the PNG of Miku. Give me just a second. All right. Let me take that out. All right. How you doing, Fat Mouse? How you doing, man? Man, it's just gonna sit there. It's not gonna do anything.
As you guys can see, it's winter in the studio again. I enjoyed all 10 minutes of summer. I enjoyed all 5 seconds of summer. And it is a balmy 40 degrees.
Glad to hear it, man.
You know, I sometimes wonder what people who just like stumble across my videos think if they haven't like seen anything else that I've done. Like, oh, who's this guy? His topic looks interesting. Views are pretty solid. Oh, he's in a room that's falling apart surrounded by trash bags. Look, I know the trash bags have been here for a long time, but they're actually going to be going out at the beginning of this upcoming week, okay? So I don't want to hear it. Also, take a moment, look around you a little bit, okay? I think we all have a little bit of cleaning up to do, all right? Today I am headed to the only place that you would expect to find an unbelievable archaeological site. Somewhere more spectacular and romantic than Egypt or Italy or Mexico. It's Central Ohio. 2,000 years ago, this part of North America
I didn't want you guys to see it that easy.
Of the Hopewell culture. With much of their architecture and material culture beginning to crystallize on the banks of the Scioto River near the city of Chillicothe. The Hopewell culture would persist for nearly 700 years, and throughout this time build some astonishing constructions. Today, the best preserved of these are the Great Circle earthwork and the Octagon earthworks in the modern city of Newark, Ohio. These two sites are absolutely spectacular, and at one time were actually part of one large ceremonial complex.
That's really cool. I think I watched like a short they put out to promote this, and it is really fucking cool that there's like these different complexes and stuff that all connect in Newark. And I think this road actually goes pretty long, especially for an ancient civilization, for it to be like, I say ancient, but I mean they're older than, you know, we are, so.
However, everything except the circle and octagon were destroyed by the systematic
All right, there's my Miku PNG.
Newark.
Are we good? Do I need something else? Should I even have the game?
He's an archaeologist and an expert in the Hopewell culture.
I'm just trying to figure this out, okay? I'm new.
He is a friend of mine. Many of you will remember that I did 2 videos with Brad earlier this year on the Great Circle and Octagon. With one of them taking a deep dive into the archaeology of these sites, and the other one talking about the spectacular geometry and
I was edge walking, but give me heals. Oh my god, just fucking heal me.
He is kind of a preeminent voice in the research of these sites. So it's really an honor for me to be able to platform his work and be able to share it with all of you. And if you get a kick out of this video, I highly recommend you check out the others because they go really in depth in some amazing archaeology that I'm just not going to cover at all in this video. At the end of the second video, where we discussed astronomical alignments and sacred geometry, Brad and I had a little tangent about the Great Hopewell Road.
I think this was a highway that extended perhaps 60 miles and connected it with Chillicothe.
Wow.
Give me the mic, Walter.
Despite this being a footnote in this video, y'all seemed really interested in it. And I don't blame you, because I was as well. Your interest was so palpable, in fact, that since those videos released, I've been working with Brad to co-author my very first paper.
I'm gonna be a singer, Walter.
Crazy. It's not published yet. And in it, I discussed the public's interest in the Great Hopewell Road and what we can do to channel it. And so I have you guys to thank for the twofold reasons I now find myself back in Ohio. One, for Brad and I to present our paper at
oh my god, it all circles back!
Council. And two,
holy
to work
shit,
with Brad and other researchers to create an actual dedicated video about the Great Hopewell Road. There's a few videos about it on YouTube, but it's something that is kind of largely unknown. And so it's a huge honor for me to be kind of the first big channel to cover this and hopefully
Walter, aren't I just so kawaii desu?
It may seem like Brad is the right guy to talk to about this site because of his knowledge of the Hopewell culture, and you'd be correct. But his relationship with this site is much deeper because Brad is actually the guy that discovered it.
Where would it go if you completely traced it? Well, this was back in the 90s before GPS.
Okay, before GPS.
I'm using USGS quadrangle maps laid out on the floor of that museum, and a ruler and a protractor. Drawing across them. And this goes it points directly to the center of Chillicothe.
Oh my God, that is amazing.
I need to
Something
change
that
my
I think perfectly
fucking
illustrates
ship.
how close Brad's relationship is with the Great Hopewell Road is that Brad is the one that coined the term Great Hopewell Road.
So like for me, that would be a fucking like amazing situation. Like I get to go and talk to the guy who like, you know, fucking coined the term of some kind of shit like that. That'd be awesome. Mini Minute Man is living my fucking dream being a, you know, historical nerd, although he's more into like the archaeology side, I think, which is not where my expertise are in the slightest. I don't know shit about buildings. I just know you need them.
He saw a similarity between this road and some of the Native American roads in the American Southwest, and he was inspired by the famous Chuckhoan Great North Road, and that is where the term Great Hopewell Road came from, which is another theme you'll see with this, that if there is a name for something in sort of the Great Hopewell Road canon, and you don't know why it's named that, there's a non-zero chance
No, I'm
that
building.
it's just
I'm taking a ship. I could do additional
what Brad had
pylons,
discovered
probably.
is that these parallel walls made more or less
I could
of a
do
beeline
that.
towards
We could build
Chillicothe.
shit. That'd be
This is pretty
boring as
significant
fuck.
because there was a very strong connection between the sites at Newark and the sites at Chillicothe. As I already stated, this is kind of where the Hopewell culture really crystallized, where their architecture, technology, and material culture
you know what I'm
began
saying?
to sort of take shape. The
Oh,
enormous
my
complex
headphones
at
just fell out.
Newark,
That
on the
sucks.
other hand, is sort of the synthesis of all of it. It is believed to have been constructed as one large project, like a planned city.
Damn.
The site incorporates many of the traditions that were developed at Newark.
You're making a
From
dumb.
things
Yeah,
as
yeah. I
simple
know
as
the.
shapes themselves,
I know the
to things
construct
as
additional
complicated as
pylons. I never played
octagon-shaped
StarCraft.
earthworks that are aligned
Sorry,
to the
I suck.
18.6-year cycle of the moon's trajectory across
That's
the
fucking
sky,
wild.
to consistent measurements and diameters that show up over and over again, implying to us that the Hopewell had some sort of standard unit of measurement. All of these things that were sort of tooled over in Chillicothe were put on display in their most grand
That's genuinely
extent
fucking
at Newark.
impressive.
And so it would make sense that there would be a strong connection between the ancestral homeland and population center of Chillicothe and the newly built ceremonial center of the Newark earthworks. Newark is hypothesized to be sort of like a pilgrimage site, and one with an immense sphere of influence. While little excavation
fucking kill you,
possible
ND5.
at the Newark sites specifically, other Hopewell sites have yielded artifacts like copper from the Great Lakes, shells from the Gulf of Mexico,
I wonder if
and obsidian
Elden
from the
Ring Night Rain
Yellowstone
would do better with
caldera.
this content.
Needless to say,
You
if
know
were
what?
east
We're
of
gonna
the
swap over
Rockies
to that.
2,000 years ago, this
Hold
was
on.
the place
I feel
to
like that would do
be.
better if
Many
we're gonna be
immigrants
watching a
that were
video.
able to visit this site were able to do so because it was strategically positioned at the confluence of 3 rivers. Rivers at the time acted like highways and would have allowed a lot of
It's
people
Night
to
Rain,
get
so
to this site. Despite how intentionally accessible
I'm gonna
the
piss
Newark
somebody
site
off.
is by water, there's actually no real direct water route that you can take to get there from Chillicothe. As strange as that is for the culture that actually built it, this could necessitate the construction of a road in order to get there. So with Chillicothe being located at the very
Dude,
edge
if Night
of
Rain
the
had
Appalachian
crossplay, that'd be
Plateau and
fucking
nothing but
amazing.
more or less flat land between
Let
them
me
and
update
Newark,
some stuff.
it would make sense that the Hopewell culture might have leveraged their enormous manpower to build a road directly there. So anyway, that's kind of a long-winded explanation of sort of the background of this site, some of the evidence for this site, the initial evidence, and then also why this is something that actually can be supported by a little bit of logic as well. So with all that framework out of the way, let's get into the real meat of this. And there is no better place to start than a small, unassuming archaeological site known as the Van Voorhis Walls. The Van Voorhis Walls are one of the only surviving and probably best researched sections of the Great Hopewell Road. You might be wondering why they're called that.
All right, Night Rain, I don't know what the fuck you did that.
These parallel walls are actually
Oh, fuck. Okay, so fun fact here. I named it the Van Voorhis Walls because that was the property owner at the time from Brad.
Maps of this area.
Again, that's fucking sick, and I'm really jealous that this motherfucker gets to talk to all of these like cool historians and stuff. I'm really jealous. I would love to.
James and Charles
Maybe
Salisbury
one day.
were
Maybe
two
one
of
day.
the first to map these earthworks all the way back in 1862. And so these antique maps have become an invaluable resource because they show the Newark earthworks in their former glory, including many sections that today no longer exist. Among these, potentially
So I'm just a
the
big
Great
fucking nerd
Hopewell
for this
Road.
stuff, guys.
Now the Salisburys ended up following this path for about 6 miles to the southwest before the swampy, overgrown terrain became impassable and they
Niche
ended up
history is all.
turning back.
Thank you, bass guitar. Thank you. Somebody else agrees. Hold on, I'm gonna make myself a little bit bigger. Thank you. Somebody else agrees. It's the best. Niche history topics are fucking amazing. Don't mind the Miku. She's only here for now. She's here for today by special request from an old viewer. So let me change this title to Elden Ring Night Rain. Because I'm all right at the Elden Ring shit. I'm okay at those games, but Elden Ring Night Rain. Cool. All right, and we're back on that Sin shit. Let me make sure this updates on Twitch, and then I'm gonna update it on. Yep, boom! Look at that, it's updated. All right, cool. Night Rain, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? You're scaring the children. You're scaring the children, Night Rain. Jesus fuck, what is it doing? Oh my god, just give me a second, dog. Holy fuck balls. It has never done this before. Don't do full screen. Oh, and it's 1440 because my monitor is 1440. Fuck. Keep current. My monitor is 1440, but I run it at 1080. So, get fucked, bitch. All right, there we go. Now it's working. Okay. But did it actually go borderless windowed? Because if I can't fucking alt tab, this is going to be a pain in my ass. Let me go to YouTube's now. Sorry, I'm updating shit. Let's keep playing.
Meaning we really have no idea how much longer this road would have carried on for if they had decided to follow it. And the only reason the Van Voris walls still exist is because they are in an isolated woodlot. It was kind of swampier than everywhere around it, and so people just didn't bother plowing it. And so it became overgrown and was used for firewood, and because of its relative inaccessibility to the land around it, this tiny section of road was able to survive while everything around it was completely wiped out. And you'll see this as a trend when we dive into the full scope of research for this site later, is that really the only places where fragments of the Great Hopewell Road still exist are in woodlots. Okay, I have yapped long enough, and I think all that context
I
brings
spelled
us
Night
to
Rain
the
wrong
perfect
on purpose
moment
so
now
people would
to
get
go
pissed
meet
off.
Brad in the field and try and find
Let's see
this
if it
site
works.
for ourselves. How's it going, Brad? Finding anything?
This is going to be embarrassing in the video. It is so overgrown. I'm having trouble finding anything at the moment.
Cool.
One thing I'm going to be looking for here.
All right, that
is
one's
like
updated
the
too.
Biggest trees, because the biggest trees are on the remnants of the road.
Okay, so they're looking for more of the. Real quick, give you a recap. For those who maybe weren't really paying attention, just got here. Hello, Sen Patty, good to meet you. Mini Minuteman is the channel we're watching. I've posted the link once. I will post it again. Did you just show me booting up TPG Maker on your stream? Hold up, let me see actually. Maybe? I don't know, it might have. I tried to take that off, but it may not be doing that for us. I mean, I don't see you personally, so it very well could have. So, you know, hide your shit or whatever. Did I see that? Yeah, I did. Yeah, RPG Maker. Yeah, you just popped up on it. Crazy. Anyway, this guy, Mini Man, is talking to a gentleman named Brad right here. This guy, Brad, actually helped to discover like a fuck ton of things about this Hopewell culture, including this Hopewell, the Great Hopewell Road, which they are currently out in the field looking for. I'm sorry about that. I will make sure to take it. See, it's popping up again. I'm sorry, man. But you can barely see it. Tell you what we can do. Hold on.
Yeah.
So those are probably on top of it.
Is we'll nope, that's not it.
This is the most overgrown I've ever seen this place.
We'll swap.
I was gonna say I don't think it's.
I'm gonna be down here, so it's solid. People can't see it. So if you want to play your degen shit, you can, and nobody's gonna tell you anything.
End up
Boom.
finding this in the first place.
How about that?
Well, we've
There we
heard
go.
that there might be sort of remnants.
It's fine. I don't mind doing that kind of shit. I don't want people to see that stuff anyway because I don't know, people are fucking weird.
Paul Hogue, who then was the director of the Licking County Archaeology and Landmark Society, which no longer exists. I think we started at Geller Park, which is where we know that a stretch of it stretched through a corner of that park, and then just started walking southwest following the bearing, waded across a little stream over there in that tree line, and found it, and it was much easier to see back then. So
it'll be funny. Okay, well in that case, I'll swap it back. Give me a second.
This marks like the center line of the wall.
You can play your Gooner bait, and I will swap myself. Give me just a second. Grassroots said that shit happens in Oregon and Washington. Oh my fucking god. I don't even know what I'm grabbing there that's doing that, but it's pissing me off. I need to like clean my shit up. All right, there we go. Boom. Now you can play your Gooner bait just like me. There's a million paper mills there. There's one gigantic strip of trees that like can't be cut down. They fucking break chainsaws because they're in a bog. Holy fuck.
Right.
That sounds tough as fuck, dude.
Here we go.
Those are ancient trees, I guess.
On the alignment
I don't know what character this is. It's one of the new
Great
ones.
Hopewell Road. The road bed is over here. 200 feet over there is the other wall.
I don't know. I kind of want to try one of the new guys, but it's been a minute, so maybe I'll just go with Wilder.
To work in.
Wow.
It's gotten overgrown. Some
Okay,
of
that's the
trees
road
are
right there,
down here.
that yellow part.
This shows up a little bit on LiDAR, right? Where we are right now?
Yes, it does show up clearly on LiDAR, even through the trees.
Man, that really goes to show how good LiDAR is, because I'm
Ooh,
standing
great
here and
crystal.
like I see it
Okay.
in certain places, but like when I'm standing here,
That's
I'm
gonna be
like,
sick.
cool, it's the forest. Like, there's
Balancers?
Not a hell of a lot going on there to the naked eye, you know? So this tip up here is potentially a little chunk of
sentient and
road.
equilibrious. Okay,
Absolutely,
cool.
it's certainly the same material that the road is built of, even if it's not exactly on it, because the road was built by scraping aside dirt from inside the walls and then piling
Undertaker
it up
the Goat, absolutely.
Which makes it really hard to identify when plows come along and just plow that dirt back down into the hole. Geophysical testing is really sort of difficult when it's the same material put back into the same hole. It's not showing a big distinction.
You hear that? It's hard to put it back in the same hole. When you do that, you fuck things up. So don't put it back in the same hole.
When that's plowed flat, it has different soil properties that can show up with geophysical testing.
I like that they're using a little like toy cat thing. That's fucking hilarious to me.
Much more obscure and hard to identify once they've been plowed flat.
That's interesting.
Soil that's brought in from another site, that would be easier to identify.
Yeah, because if this is the soil, but you're bringing in some red clay to use,
even if it does get plowed down, you can identify strata. Okay.
Exactly.
Wow, interesting.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Ayo, reshoot day. Big moves though. Trash bags are gone, and so is my ceiling.
Bro's having a time in this house, man.
And I haven't set up my box lights again yet, so sorry if everything looks different. Okay, this is just how we do things here. Something that I forgot to mention is that when I went to Brad to film for the Great Hopewell Road and present our paper, we
Holy
also
shit.
did a live
Those editors
show
are putting in
together,
crazy
which was
work.
an awful lot of fun and sort of served as a precursor to the Northeast tour that I did between October and November. And we
Am I
also
gonna
set up
find somebody in this
event as a
fucking map? Oh
fundraiser
my
where
God.
I donated all of the sales of my meet and greet tickets to the Octagon Earthworks. And thanks to all of you guys, we managed to raise about $2,000 for them and another $200 or $300 from donations during the actual talk. So thank you guys very much.
Finally, match
There's
made.
also a donation page for the Newark Earthworks
Ooh,
that's always
okay,
open. So
pretty cool.
if you feel inclined, there's a link to that in the description. But
So
if
you
you're
guys go
watching this event
donate
just a
if you
couple
got some
weeks
money.
after it's been released, the Octagon Earthworks is actually right now being voted on as one of America's top 20 new attractions
that's
for
cool.
USA Today. And you can vote for it right now, and you should vote for it right now. It's so damn easy. We'll even play a screen recording
Little
of it on
Peapot,
screen.
Diamond
You don't
11.
have to sign
Great
up
names.
for anything. There's no, annoying
pretty
stuff
cool.
like that where you have to put in your
Oh,
email.
wait, let me
It's literally
skip.
just click the link in my description and click on this little button. And boom, cast your vote. Help give the Octagon Earthworks the respect that it deserves.
Hey, Layla,
and
what you
hopefully
doing?
be able to boost it
I
to
should
the
put a
top of
Layla
that
cam up.
list.
I feel
So
like
with
that'd be
that
more interesting than
understood,
looking at
you may
me.
be asking yourself a very logical question, and that is, so how do you actually prove this?
Fuck,
How
where's
much evidence
is
do
this
we
the Great
actually
Hollow?
have, and what else are we
Oh my
looking
God,
for
this
in
is
order
wild.
to say beyond reasonable doubt that
So this is like a
this
whole new
very well
map,
may be
it
a
feels
real
like.
feature?
Holy
so now that
shit.
we've gotten our boots on the ground, let's take a 30,000-foot view of this and look at all of the data and
these are
research that we
it's just
currently
right into a
have
boss
on the
too?
Great Hopewell
Damn,
Road.
dude.
As you can see, there really isn't
That's wild.
anything to see for the majority of the Great Hopewell Road. We went to probably the best
Alright,
preserved
okay.
site, and even then, it
So the
kinda just
Hopewell
looks
Road is
like
pretty
a
fucked.
forest. Because these traces are pretty much invisible
nice.
to the naked eye, most of the greatest developments and research of the Great Hopewell Road has come from modern technology. Chiefly one that I've mentioned in this video and we've talked about a lot before, it is of course LiDAR. I'm not an engineer, so I'm not going to give you a good explanation, but it's pretty much a satellite that can bounce things off the ground.
Hey, look at that. He didn't attack me either. That's great. So real quick, I know he's about to explain LiDAR, so I'm not going to explain that. But I really like this video in particular because I feel like, ooh, nice Claymore. Love that. I feel like the focus here, well, I mean, obviously it's an interesting topic. We'll put that guy there. I don't really need that. No shield for me. I'm a all sword kind of guy. I've never played this map before, so I'm a little spooked. I don't know where to go. I don't know what's good against these guys either. I didn't see. I'm stupid. But basically, I really like the idea of using LiDAR these days to try to oh shit, am I gonna make it? I did. Nice. Using LiDAR to try to like find ancient civs, because there are some, for example, like out in the Amazon rainforest, I believe, that we haven't really seen a lot of, just because I kind of need that. Yeah, sorry buddy, I need that one more than you. I'm the guy with the two swords. All right, I gotta swing them around. But it's really interesting that the LiDAR out is being used in that way, because frankly, it's not something I would ever think LiDAR would be used for. Oh, wow. I don't want that, actually. I don't need that. You need that, buddy. So that's America's Hammer, which probably wouldn't be the worst thing. I could get Poise. All right, I'll take America's Hammer. Fuck it. We'll do that. Oh. I'll take that, too. Millicent's Prosthetic. Dude, what is with all of these... like all this good shit we're finding? Oh my god, this person knows this map. I don't at all, so it's pretty sick. All right, we'll keep playing.
And it see how long it takes for the things to get back up to the satellite, and then it measures that time to get a distance.
Oh, there's a big hand down there. That's freaky.
Like a topographic map.
This place is really fucking trippy.
It's like insanely detailed. Oh, and it can see through trees, which is crazy. So they've been using this to find like lost cities in the Amazon rainforest, all this crazy stuff. LiDAR is the bomb. LiDAR also has a very special
he mentioned the thing I talked about.
Because
wow.
Back when I was studying at the University of Maine, I was about to go do my field
Are we gonna
school,
fight these?
and then COVID happened. So I got to do my field school online. Now, it wasn't like trying to actually do like a field school digitally.
That's
we
rough,
just
dude.
worked with digital resources instead. And my research was on the erosion of shell middens on the coast of Maine. And to do that, we had to go through a lot of LiDAR maps. I love LiDAR. I think it's absolutely awesome. It's like it's the best thing since sliced bread.
What the fuck happened to him?
It's the best thing since going to an
He just
absolute
blew up.
rager
Okay, but he died.
All
right, we're good.
2,000 years ago.
Yay.
Yo, it's me again. I mean, I don't know who else it
I like that blood grade sword.
To let you guys know about the new merch. I mentioned this stuff in my tour recap video, but I want to mention it again here.
Okay.
We have
dude, this is a pretty good run so far. We're doing all right.
Pins. We started using
where's my level up though? What can I level up?
High quality. So if you still got a little energy in your holiday spending spree and want to support the
Jesus.
channel and
Oh, that's actually
get a
kind
nice little
of depends. Yeah.
for your backpack
All right.
or your jacket,
hey guys, if you want to
the
support
link is
stuff,
in the
go support this guy. He's
description.
pretty
Along with
cool,
that,
I
we are
guess.
also
Oh god.
selling off the last
I ran right into that.
merch.
Jesus
Things
Christ.
Like the Northeast Tour pin and the t-shirts are all
all right, so I may not be
stock.
paying
When
as
they
much
are
attention
gone,
as I
they are
probably
gone.
should.
So if you want them, this is your last
Bam.
chance. All of these designs are made by a real person without a single AI involved, and we greatly appreciate every purchase. It helps us run the channel.
Can I believe that
and
though?
keeps
Like no
educational
AI at
content
all? I
free
thought you
and
had to have
available
AI.
for so many people online. So
I
thank
think
you
it's
very
just
much. It means the
expensive as
world.
hell. One
Anyway,
of
link
my
to that is in the description,
machines
and
actually
keep
has
me
LiDAR because the sump
Okay, I
pumps
also
are like
want to give a
200
really
feet lower
big
than the
thank you
plant
right
and running
here
arch.
to
Oh
Jamie
wow.
Davis.
That's
He's
crazy,
one of the researchers
actually.
who is largely responsible for a lot of the data that I am about to sort of
Interesting
go over here.
that
The
they
LiDAR
use
maps
LiDAR
you're
for
gonna
that
see
stuff
have been
too, but it
sourced
makes
by
sense
him.
if it's
He
that
gave
deep.
an
I just didn't
unbelievable
realize it like would
presentation at
penetrate the ground that
meeting in
hard.
Ohio that was
I
super
figured
inspiring
that
to
the
me.
big
He's
reason
one
that
of
it was
many great
used
researchers
the way that it
working on uncovering the
was
Great
because
Hopewell
it could.
Road, and I just want to give him
Sorry,
due
I should pause if I'm
acknowledgement
gonna
here,
monologue.
because it
We
would,
fighting this guy?
we would not have any of this
No?
data if
Okay.
it wasn't for him and his team. So
Where do you guys want to go?
thank you, Jamie. Appreciate it. LiDAR imagery comes at
Connect with
different
cell tower.
sort of
Interesting.
elevations, and Ohio is currently in the process of increasing the resolution of their statewide LiDAR surveys. And as you can imagine, you need a pretty sensitive LiDAR height map in order to actually
where's
see
this
the
one?
remains of these walls. But it is from this new
I think you
LiDAR
got-
data
did you
that
get
the
it?
most recent discoveries in the Great Hopewell Road have been made.
No.
So far, the Great Hopewell Road has been found to exist at 5 sections.
like icy
all of them
here.
sort of
It's weird.
originating from a point at the Octagon Earthworks. The first
Did you
section
get it?
is the
Okay,
Van
you got it.
Boris Walls, about 2 miles away.
Holy fuck,
After
that took a while.
researchers found a second section about 4 miles away, another about 6 miles away, a fourth
Ooh.
one about 7 miles away, and a final
Damn.
stretch about 8 miles away. As of the creation of this video, this is the farthest point that the Great Hopewell Road has been traced to. ending
Staff
about
the
8
guilty,
miles from
more rooms
Newark,
for
just
defeated
north of
enemies
Buckeye
every
Lake.
time.
So why have researchers not really found anything more south of here? There's kind of 2 major reasons.
Oh.
One is that each surviving section of the Great Hopewell Road is preserved in a woodlot. And south of here, there's a lot less woodlots and a lot more farmland, meaning that fragments that could be here have been much more heavily degraded.
Hold on, I'll let him
The second
I'll let him
reason
speak.
is
Hey.
that we simply just don't have good LiDAR data for
Can I-
the area southwest of
Dick?
here, and or this data hasn't been thoroughly analyzed yet. Combing
Jeez.
through these individual parcels of LiDAR data is time-consuming work. However, if you kind of extrapolate the line out
It's
past
okay, I know
this
what I'm doing.
farmland, you eventually
doesn't
get
look
to
like
a
it,
couple more
but I
big
do.
clusters of woodlots around
Too mountainous with the
Lancaster
LiDAR
and
can...
the
Where
other
the
town that
fuck
I'm
are you
forgetting
guys
the name of.
going? Oh my god,
Baltimore.
okay, fine.
Baltimore, what the hell? So there's a pretty good chance that if the Great Hopewell Road did actually extend this far,
Holy
there may
shit,
be
it went
some
through
fragments of
Baltimore?
it left in the woodlots near Baltimore and
That's
Lancaster.
wild, okay.
But again, the LiDAR
All right,
data
these
in
guys
this
are
area
we're gonna
just
get
hasn't been
grabbed,
thoroughly
and I'm gonna
surveyed,
go
so we
wherever the
simply
fuck they
don't
go.
know yet. Okay, so now we kind of got 2 points.
Okay, and then Grassroots said, too mountainous, but the LiDAR can see the tanks through the buildings, so we can use that, and the temp to see when the bulk chemical transfers and shit happen. That's interesting. See, a flame of frenzy appears. Ooh-wee. Okay. All right, are we going down there? We're going down there. All right. I don't even work here. I'm just alive. Okay. Where the fuck is everybody? Don't burn me, don't burn me. Oh, I can't. I can still be seen. Fuck. Oh, no. All right, let me heal. This one's not going well just because, I'm going to be honest, it's mainly me. They are with you in spirit. Yeah, for real. What the fuck was that? Is that gonna... What the fuck? Okay. All right. Okay. Fair. Fuck me. I guess, and then it's like up here to these fucking assholes. There we go. Hey, we got it. And I'll take that clarifying blastule. Thank you very much. Ooh, wait. Hold up. Before I start pausing and doing other things I shouldn't do, we'll take that. Yeah, we'll take Vikes. We'll take Vikes. I'm gonna kill you in real life, you fucking bots. Mods, twist off his balls. But it's just me. I'm the only one who can do it. Then we will do the stamina recovery speed. Okay, cool. All right, feeling pretty good now. Yeah, so the Rollo Tomasi video has been pretty good. I don't know if I want to necessarily like react to all of it because I don't know, it feels a little scummy. But I guess I am a 6-piece chicken McNobody, so who gives a fuck really? I don't know. Oh my god! Holy fuck. Holy shit, I almost fucking died there. That was crazy. Sorry, let me hit my level ups here. And then
we got Chillicothe, and we got Newark.
Holy fuck.
And between them, you can draw a straight line. But we also now have an 8-mile sample of individual data points that we can actually trace a trajectory
I'm glad you like it.
And here's where things are a little bit strange.
It's not original.
If we trace through these
I don't think at least. I don't know.
Did I just say 8 data points? I meant to say 5.
I think that's from Connor, honestly.
Data points. Where the hell did 8 come from? If we connect
because he was telling us that we had to stand back and stand by to twist off balls earlier.
Actually travel in a pin straight line. Instead, it curves very slightly to the north.
That's gonna be my go-to from now on.
Right now on whether or not this is intentional
Make fun of me,
or just sort of a byproduct
get your balls
of trying
twisted.
to make a straight line that
Be
goes
smarter than
60
me.
miles.
Balls
Since
twisted.
it's such a tiny data set and it's still more than 50
make me laugh
miles
too
away
hard,
from
just a little too hard.
a lot that we kind of have
I'm twisting your balls.
If this curve is unintentional and just sort of a margin of error in the road's construction, it makes a pretty solid straight line towards Chillicothe. But where
the 6-piece chicken McNobody? I don't even know where I heard. I don't remember where I heard that from.
And it's currently speculated that
but that's one of my favorite things to say, like in the world,
heading to one of 2 sites,
especially
either
about
the
myself.
High Bank Works in the south, or the
you little
Hopewell
bitch.
Mound Group to the north.
Oh, look at that! Oh, you get set on fucking fire now, huh? Sucks to be you.
And incorporate much of the same geometry
fucking
that
bitch.
is seen at the Newark site, just on a
why
much
are they
larger
floating?
scale, implying some sort of connection between these sites. Now let's look at a different scenario.
Dude, this first night is crazy long.
This road is intentional. If
Oh no, it's not that long. It's just been a while since I played. 12 out of 10, I love it. I'm glad. Look, if I can bring you new ways to insult people, that's all that matters.
The settlers named it Circleville. This also significant Hopewell site is connected to Chillicothe by the Scioto River and would also make a fairly logical destination. High Banks Works, Hopewell Mound Group, and Circleville are all reasonable destinations to sort of speculate for this road. But again, for a lot of this distance, we're sort of just flying blind. The last of our tiny set of 5 data points ends about 35 miles from Circleville and almost 50 miles from Chillicothe, with an enormous swath of unsurveyed guesswork in between.
That's crazy how big that fucking place is.
On this that I think is just worth saying out loud. The final section of the Great
I tune add slurs to my Rolodex. That's phenomenal. That's what you should be here for, all right? I don't have the best ones, but the ones I do have
there's kind of a
are
weird
probably well known.
that you might see.
I'm not original.
Right next to this weird flat top hill. When I was at the Ohio Archaeological
don't you fucking grab?
Me and some other folks were talking about this quite a bit. We genuinely have no idea.
Scaly ass bitch.
Jamie Davis, who's been instrumental in this
Nobody likes you.
research, said he looked back at aerial
That
photos
one
going
hurt.
all the way back to the 50s, which is as far
See,
back
nobody
as it
fucking likes
goes.
this guy. Hey,
There's
whoa,
no real
bitch.
change there. So
Now
Whatever
I
it is,
fucking
it
use
predates
my
that, I
stupid little
guess.
thing
I
that
have no idea if this
is really good
anomaly
and
is
helps
some
me.
sort of
Oh,
earthwork,
dude, this guy's hopefully
whether
gonna fucking
it's
die
related to
soon.
the Great Hopewell Road, whether it
Okay,
is just
you got it.
completely
All right, let
unrelated
me
and
help
it's like an
teammate.
old farm field
Hey,
or something
Scholar,
like that.
welcome back.
But it is significant enough that it
You
had my
fucking
head
nerd.
spinning for a good while I was actually in Ohio, and I feel like it's worth mentioning here. But we don't know anything about it, and it is located directly next to the final
I'll take
section of
this.
the road.
I don't even
Maybe
need a
it's coincidence,
shield,
maybe
like,
it's
at
not. I
all,
really
but
don't know. I just felt the need to
I don't know what
say
else
it
to
out
do
loud
here.
because I think it's kind of an interesting little mystery.
All right.
Another researcher who has contributed greatly to the understanding of the Great Hopewell Road is John Soderberg. John and his team excavated a trench in an agricultural field near the Van Voorhees walls in order to obtain sort of a cross-section of where the Great Hopewell Road may have been, allowing this team to analyze the soil profile to look for any anomalies.
Bro, if you take me there, I'll go, but I don't know where the fuck we're going.
John and his team focused on digging a trench across the length of the Great Hopewell Road.
Interesting.
The goal of this trench was not to excavate artifacts, but to analyze a soil profile. By getting a cross-section of the ground,
can't pause here. I really want to pause here.
Anomalies, and
I don't care.
previously
it is so fucking cool, the kind of shit that we've like created and discovered and pushed just to fucking find a little bit more about history. I love that shit. We should be spending all of our resources on learning history, IMO, but hey, nobody pays me for shit. If they did, our education program would probably be slightly better, but I don't know if anybody would even give a fuck, because nobody cares about education until it's their kids being stupid. Then they care a lot. Dude, you're too cool up here, bro. All right. Gonna play this while I fight the boss.
Inhabited layers. Utilizing LiDAR maps, John and his
I got
team
so saved there by teammate. Holy fuck.
Of the Van Voorhees walls, where you can see a faint shadow of the Great Hopewell Road in a field. The team ended up picking two sections along this line to
damn, look at that.
One to the north called Trench 1 and one to the south called
two
Trench
trenches?
2. Very creative, I know. By comparing both LiDAR data and extrapolating the walls present at the Van Voorhees walls just to the south, you can see in these images how the path of the Great Hopewell Road likely passed right through where these two trenches were
That's
dug.
so fucking
and sure
crazy.
Enough, these trenches yielded some pretty interesting
like
results.
that's how the road was
I want
built
you to
and
look
everything. Like,
at this
oh my
composite
god.
image of the soil profile on the west side of Trench 2.
Ooh, Divine Beast Warrior? Holy shit!
In the middle of the Great Hopewell Road. And as we pan from left to right, we are moving across the roadbed, passing through the theorized location of the northern wall, and then ending
these
in
guys
the
fucking
land
suck.
outside of the road's boundaries. Like all
I
things
fucking
at
hate
the
these
Great
guys so
Hopewell
much.
Road, it's
Oh,
a
you
little hard
bitch.
to tell what you're
Stop
looking
it.
At, but you'll probably
You're a
notice some
bully,
things that
and nobody
stand
likes
out.
you.
Chiefly this very noticeable line that you can see here in the section thought to be outside of the wall's
these Beast Warrior
perimeter.
guys are fucking
this line
sick,
is
but
completely natural and found in
Please
almost
stop.
all soil profiles. It runs between
I personally insist my kids are slightly dumber than me. I mean, it makes life easier when they are, but
it's lighter B horizon at the bottom. As we move back towards
makes
the
worse
roadbed,
citizens.
You'll probably notice that this line
and being a
becomes
social studies teacher, my job was to make decent
resumes.
citizens.
And as we continue to the left, we can
Oh
see
my god,
that
you
not only
fuck!
does it resume, but it becomes
stop!
sharply defined.
Oh no!
If we compare
This
the
is
AB
so bad.
horizon
Everything's
line
going
from the
so
left side
fucking
of the
poorly.
image to the one on the
Hold
right,
on.
you can see
Everything's
how
fine now. We're good.
noticeably sharper the left
Fuck
one
you.
appears. Now, it's important to note that the data here is
Nobody
still
even
inconclusive,
fucking
but it is
likes
possible
you.
that this data could show the highly
God damn,
trafficked
dude, that was.
roadbed of the
No,
Great
I'm not gonna let that
Hopewell
happen.
Road
I'm not
in
gonna
the
let that
form of
happen.
the
I'm not
sharp
gonna let that
AB
happen. Stop your
horizon
fucking
on the
spin to win.
left-hand side. The former location of the north wall, represented by the murky AB
Okay, got you
horizon
there.
sort
Welcome
of
back.
towards the right-hand side.
Oh,
and finally,
fuck
the
me, he
less
grabbed me again.
compacted, more
Why?
natural
What if I
AB
did I
horizon of the
fucking
landscape
kill you in a
beyond the
past
wall.
life, my
Proving
guy?
this is an uphill
Most
battle,
likely
as
not.
the survey area has been
And I'm all
subjected to
fucking
150
slow, it
years of
feels. I don't know
plowing,
why.
damaging this
Why do I
site
feel slow?
beyond recognition. Even so, this
There we
data
go.
is
All
pretty
right, that guy's
intriguing,
dead.
and while
Holy
more
fuck.
research
Got
will
him.
certainly be needed
He just
before
ruined my
coming to
life.
any
That's why.
conclusion,
That's why it was so dark.
It is amazing to think that what we might be looking at here
Okay,
is
so
the
this
very road
that's a
bed once
really
traversed
fucking
by
tough boss.
travelers 2,000
Well, I mean,
years
it's
ago.
not too tough, but
Despite
the
this
two of them
site still
together,
being
that's pretty
unknown
fucking
by the
good.
general public, you
I
can
like
see
that a
there
lot.
is a lot of
I'm not
active
guarding, so we'll
research going on with
do
it.
Delusion
This is one of the reasons I
Stars.
think this story is so exciting,
Not my
because
best.
there's new
Not my
information
best.
coming out about it all the time.
But hey, we're doing
while
all
I've
right.
talked about the work of Brad, Jamie, and John
I'm probably not
here,
gonna
they are
use
just a
America's
handful of the
Hammer.
many researchers working diligently to understand this site. Needless to say, there is substantial and
these are
ongoing
actually
research
pretty good.
happening.
Continuous
but that
HP
fact
recovery?
has
Fuck, I should just be
unfortunately
running
not
this when we
spared
go.
the mystery of the Great
Oh,
Hopewell
Marigo's
Road
right there?
being
We should fight Marigo. Let's fight
misrepresented and
Marigo.
misconstrued for some sort
I
of
forgot how to ping.
nefarious purposes.
There we
So
go.
early on in my career,
I remember.
I give tours.
Let's fight
for
Marigo.
Mormon groups of Mormon
Let's go
missionaries
fight
that would come to this,
Marigo.
and they would continually ask
She
me
doesn't do
where I
anything.
could
She's
find
fucking
signs of
stupid.
warfare. That says no. The Hopewell period, is, insofar as we know, was like one of the most
See?
peaceful periods.
Let's do it.
From before.
I'm gonna
and
fuck up
after.
these little guys.
We've never found
get
Hopewell
busy.
remains with a spear point stuck in their ribs or anything.
Oh,
Or
that was
bashed in
cool.
skulls or broken arms from fending off a blow.
Almost as cool
and
as her
their
dying.
interaction sphere stretched across much of North America. So if there was much warfare going on, it wouldn't have been safe to travel, and that interaction sphere wouldn't have been possible. So there's so much evidence that warfare wasn't a part of this. That's not why they were built. But yet that's what the Book of Mormon describes these things as fortifications. And after one of these
it's
tours,
interesting that actually the Book of Mormon has like talked about that a little bit.
One of the missionaries that was there gave me a Book of Mormon. And I said, you know, have you ever read it? And I said, no, but I thank you. And I took it in, and over a couple of weeks, I sort of read it. And I highlighted every time it mentioned something that would leave some evidence in the archaeological record.
Oh, that's cool.
Like old world grains being grown here, wheat and barley and things like that, or chariots, or horses, or metal spears and shields.
I like that kind of analytical. Sorry, let me pause this.
We're never.
I really like that analytical style, like that idea of I'm gonna take something like the Book of Mormon, and I'm gonna basically decipher like the real from the fake. I just think that shit's neat. I think that's a really good way to like live your life, and I wish I lived my life more like that. Basically, this man is everything I want to be. And knowing that is half the battle. Instead, I'm on here playing video games, verbally shitposting. Hello, my name is Elder Price, and I would like to share the words of Jesus Christ. Oh my god, that's from the I'll take a little stammy upgrade. That's nice. Oh god, what is that fucking thing called? Like Book of Mormon, right? Oh, do I have to? What is it? Is it good? Hold on, let me see. Reduce skill FP, vow of the indomitable. Yeah, I gotta take that. Sorry, no race while walking, but vow of the indomitable is pretty fucking good. So we'll take. Fuck. I can't even type either to say I'm so fucking sorry. But like, holy fucking god, I'm so dumb. Gravity beats me every fucking time. Can I go back? Do I have time? I think I have time. I have time. Yeah, we got time. Give me a second. Sorry, I hear you. I'm fucking retarded. Okay, give me like 5 seconds. My brain don't work good. Okay, we're good. All right. At least it was just me. It was just my fault. Fucking From Software, bro. I heard the Great Crystal Crack. That's cool. This whole area is so fucking sick. Like this entire new map, it's awesome. I love it. I can't wait to do bigger and badder stuff. Oh, somebody died here. Let me see what you got. Oh, you had a what is this? Death's Poker, greatsword. Sure, I'll add that to the collection. I don't want the symbol of avarice that bad. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm a little fucking special. They're just continuing without me, which is the right call, frankly. I'm probably holding them back significantly, being that I'm not even here, but hey. More flask restoration. Let's go. And I didn't catch up, but
here, so there's no
I'm getting better at fast swapping
whatsoever.
But I need to figure out a way to play like from my phone or something. That'd be easier.
Tribes of Israel, not Nephites or whoever people are these supposed to be.
Okay.
And it's not just a faith system. It's actually sort of it is absolutely racism, because it's not just Mormons thinking these things belong to their religion. It's all these Europeans coming in saying, "Hey, that's really cool. Those Indians couldn't have built it because they're savages."
I died to it too.
So it's that's
it happens.
What's at the heart of all this. And
gravity sucks, man.
People racist.
Literally 0 out of 10.
Ideas about what
Please don't kill yourself, because I did it too. All right.
When you say indigenous people were too stupid to build those.
All right. I think I'm gonna go help Diamond 11 here since he's fighting a boss.
However you frame
yeah, Golden Hip. Oh no, we're leaving the boss. Okay.
Religious people, lost tribes of Israel coming in, or whether it's Phoenicians, whether it's Romans.
I'm gonna follow him. He seems smart. He knows what he's doing. I'm a big fucking dummy.
You're taking away
we're fighting this guy. Okay.
Indigenous American Indians that puts them on the level, because these are World Heritage Sites now, so it puts them on the level of all the ancient architecture all over the world that expresses this incredible spirit and grandeur.
Ooh.
And to say,
Get a little Buffy
yeah,
buff?
but they couldn't do it. That's
No,
my
no, no.
principal
Wait.
concern with these ideas.
I don't like fighting on this
however they're
at
framed,
all.
whether they're framed in a religious context or not.
Oh, that guy's
and if your faith
fucked now.
requires you to think
Thank
those
you.
indigenous people
Great
were
hippo.
too stupid and they were built actually by white people, when there is absolutely no
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, if that's your
to confirm that or to suggest
thought
that
process, like, you know, it's
possibility,
like the only way it could have happened was Whitey.
you've
I
lost
guess that's fair.
That's a problem. Yeah. Well said. Very well said. Yeah, and that can be a tough thing too, because again, a lot of folks.
Damn,
at
I
least
didn't
that
even see
find
motherfucker
that,
came from here.
You know,
That was good.
kind of
That was a good
end up
jump.
in the pseudo-archaeological world. whether it
Mr.
be
Hobbs.
because
Oh,
of,
okay.
you know,
Yeah, give
faith
Hobbs my
system
love.
they
All
were
right,
raised
plenty
in,
of scritches,
or,
plenty of
you know, a
plenty of
video they
scratches.
watched
Be
on the
good.
internet. It can be very
Give 'em love.
hard to discuss those undertones of racism with those folks, because
Are
it's
we
very
gaining the
easy
power of
to
the Great
interpret that
Crystal,
as being like,
or
well, you are calling me a racist, and like, well, I'm not
Ooh.
racist. I'm not, you know, trying to do this. But it's like,
Break the
yes,
curse
I'm not
and Sacred
saying
Flask
that
are exhausted.
you
Boot
necessarily
art
are. If you were,
gauge.
I would
That's
tell
cool.
you, you know. But it's that what the belief
That's awesome.
is hinged
This is
on
a cool. This is a
something that
fucking cool area. I like this a lot.
racist and
I'm
white
probably gonna be
supremacist.
playing more of
I mean,
those.
to get this visceral
Whoa, who the fuck is shooting at
understanding
us?
of what that means, Chief Glenna Wallace of the Eastern Shawnee, she's given many presentations for us, and one of the things she almost always says is that for all of her life, she has
Are we going
only
up this
ever
way?
heard
Like, I don't know
her
where the fuck I'm going
ancestors
right now.
referred to as savages.
Where'd teammate go?
But now,
Oh, he went
with
over
World
there?
Heritage inscription, she's hearing
Oh,
her
fuck.
ancestors referred to as geniuses. And what a sea change that must be for indigenous people
fuck.
to see their ancestors lifted up and inscribed on the World Heritage List. That's one of the things I'm most proud of in my career, is helping, being a small part of that.
That's like
achievement to
super
get those
awesome.
sites on the
That
World
must be a
Heritage
really
List,
good feeling
because they
for
deserve to be there.
Totally. Wow.
old buddy.
It's both disappointing and unsurprising to me to hear how much this site is frequently talked about in sort of conspiracy circles. Thankfully, unlike a lot of other really amazing sites, this one has yet to become defined by conspiracy theories, which is part of my inspiration for making this video.
I'm glad. I'm really glad that
information out about the
Mini Minuteman made this,
before
because
conspiracy
he is 100% right to be getting ahead of that shit.
As always, it can be very challenging to talk to people about the conspiracies they believe, especially when religion and faith is involved. And I think the most important thing for us to remember when having discussions that do have that religious component is that no one is trying to change someone's religious views. With belief systems that carry pseudo-archaeology as a core component, Mormonism probably being the most prevalent, it's very challenging to find a way to sort of break down the information without attacking someone for their religious views. I don't want to go too deep into this in this video, but I've sort of been trying to synthesize some sort of more formal video discussing this phenomenon, because I don't think that many people really know how much pseudo-archaeology there is in the Book of Mormon. Along with that, Brad also did give me his annotated copy of the Book of Mormon.
Oh, nice.
Thanks, Brad. It's probably one of the only conditions under which I would gleefully accept a Book of Mormon. I was gonna show it here, but I just moved a bookshelf and there's books everywhere, so I don't know where it is. But believe me, it's in this house somewhere. So I'd have to think quite a while before I actually make a video like that, because it's obviously a touchy subject. But I have a few other creators I got my eye on for when the time comes to make that video, because I think it would be, I think it's an important one. Milo from the Future update, I found it. This bad boy right here is Brad's annotated Book of Mormon. I found it when I was, you know, tearing my ceiling down. I was in a hat with a bunch of gold tablets, but those didn't look important, so I threw them away and kept this. Okay, anyway, that brings us to something very important
funny
about
Mormon
what we're
joke.
discussing right now. And that is that this is still a hypothesis. Since this video is looking for evidence, I'm obviously speaking about it with a level of confidence, but I think it's exceptionally important for me to state very clearly that this is still ongoing research. Many researchers, myself included, and potentially many of you, think that there is ample outcoming evidence to support this hypothesis, but it's important to keep our minds nimble that right now what we're talking about is not a wild speculative theory like in the fringes of pseudoscience, or a well-researched and concretely proven
Did a debate on Mormonism a year ago? Oh, base, how did that go?
To actually make this video.
That must be really interesting, because like you're literally debating almost like American exceptionalism, the faith, and that's really like hard to do, because I mean Americans are already obstinate about everything, I would know, and so I can only imagine that like having people debate about that is probably really fucking annoying. But tell me about it. Tell me more about it. Like, what was it? Just like Mormonism, like not being like real? Fashion, what's up? Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, okay. So you were fucked no matter what, basically. You were kind of fucked from the jump. Like, you're not going to win. You're not going to win that. Because it's impossible to really win a flat earther. Win with a flat earther, I should say. Well, these places are all pretty cool. Fashion, how you doing? I appreciate it. Lurk to your heart's content, my brother. We had some grassroots action earlier. He went to go see Hobbs. I've been watching Milo's video because it was really interesting, and I didn't get a chance to watch it earlier. And I figured the best way to pair that was with maybe a little Elden Ring. In this case, Night Rain. I could go back to the original Elden Ring, do a new character. No grab for you. There we go, guys. These guys are carrying my ass, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm down to go wherever, bro. We're going this way? You tell me where to go, all right? Doing good, relaxing with the missus, watching anime, and then kill Tony. Nice, dude. I do love a good kill Tony. Oh, fuck, I got slept. Oh, I'm back, though. Okay, do we need to go in here, though? We're going this way? I've not played this map, so I have no idea. Watching the anime and then killed Tony. Work was big. Oh, dude, I'm sorry you're still sick and you had to fucking work. That's like the worst feeling in the world, man. Basecar said, I grew up Mormon, and I basically went into it showing that a bunch of things about Joseph Smith and Book of Mormon doesn't make any sense. A big part was linguistics. So by that, I'm assuming, and please tell me if I'm wrong, but basically the linguistical style with which the Book of Mormon was written, I should say, matches more with like modern day writings than like time period or whatever, or not necessarily modern day, but more modern than say like we would have heard in the past. We real hustle and don't give up. Fuck yeah, dude. That's all you can do. Oh fuck. Oh no. Now I'm burning in the fire. Oh, that hurts a lot. Okay. What you got? Flowing curve sword, colossal sword, HP on guarding. Sure. That works for me. I want to know what that is. Fuck. Oh, that guy's cool. Everybody looks so cool. Fuck. Oh, no, not there? Where are we going? Where are we going? I don't want to lose my fucking life in this bitch, because we are really close to the end. I guess make sure... Oh, yeah, you're right. There's healing here. Holy fuck. One last boss rush. I love it. This is why I love this fucking game mode. It's so fun. Yeah, Base, tell me a little bit more about that argument, because that's a really interesting argument. I always feel like arguing religion is tough. Not necessarily, like, because obviously, like, you know, I mean, I'm biased towards my religion and those who follow something similar, and I mean, I feel like everybody is. But yeah, I really like the idea of those kinds of debates if people actually, like, listen and talk and communicate. But oftentimes, I feel like a lot of, especially the more... I'll sell them Christoid debaters end up being like kind of insufferable, which is why I try not to argue from that perspective, just because I feel like a lot of people who do are really annoying. This is a really fucking cool area. Is this not where are we fighting here? Can we fight here? Oh my god, we're fighting here. Let's go.
Because we talk a lot about pseudoscience on this channel, and when you hear so much nonsense over and over and over again, it can kind of like, you know, make your mind a little bit resistant to hearing new hypotheses that sound a little bit too good to be true. But the Great Hopewell Road is something that has all of the grandeur that makes pseudoscience so exciting, but is an actual site that has real research coming out done by actual archaeologists. So
that is really cool that the Hopewell Road really, like, again, he's 100% right. Like, it sounds like something out of total fucking like fantasy. Just because normally that kind of shit is like a big draw for what was the word I'm looking for? Sorry. Normally that kind of shit is a big draw for the... I want to see what boss this is. Oh fuck, it's Moog? Okay, I'll fight Moog. I fucking hate this guy. Don't you fucking knee heal me, you bitch. Oh, you He gets to do that? I hate that. I hate that already. Actually, fuck this guy. One, it was that Smith said the BOM was written in hieroglyphics to save space because nobody had deciphered hieroglyphics at the time, but once we deciphered it, that isn't how they work. True. True. That's actually an interesting point. Oh god, I'm getting cursed like fuck. Ooh. Big money, no whammy. Double. Do I take video recommendations? Absolutely. We can watch whatever you want. I have no qualms with anything right now. I will have to click that link later. Okay, that didn't get me, but it got Homie. Let me get him. Homie's back. And it only took one attack, too. That was pretty good. God, dude, this fight. He got blood back, too. That motherfucker. That motherfucker. And then the second point that Basic Guitar said is we have tons of linguistic evidence for languages interacting and none for ancient Hebrew interacting with Native American languages. True. True, very true. Like there's so many like loan words or like words especially that like cross over and communicate. And none of that is found in those. Oh my god, I fucking died. I did the near death thing where like you dodge out of fucking danger. I dodged into danger. Oh no, this is where we wipe. I want to be positive. Oh no, she's gonna ult. Yes. Thank you so much. And now I'm healed. All right, let me try to get teammate. And you're back. Get up. We have some fucking bosses to kill. Oh no, I fucked that up so hard. I need a hero. I'm holding on for a hero till the end of the night. He's gotta be strong, and he's gotta hate bleed, and he's gotta be not a fucking nerd. Look at that. You missed! You pussy! Oh, don't do this shit again. Hold on. Let's finish up.
It's my hope that by diving into this research, I'm kind of giving you guys a picture
Gonna
of
lock in.
how actual research differs from the bogus pseudoscience. For those of us that have been with this channel for a while, we are all too familiar with seeing really amazing archaeological sites be misrepresented.
Right. I don't know
and
what
I'm sure
destroying this will do, but if it helps, it helps.
of seeing a real, genuine scientific mystery just sort of being twisted into something that it isn't. To some degree, I unfortunately think this is a bit of an inevitability. When something is mysterious, you can make it anything you want. But this is one of the reasons why I think it's so important to talk about the Great Hopewell Road, because while it is a great mystery, it is one with real scientific evidence.
Sorry, don't listen to my controller. Basecar said, my favorite thing was that we can track the ancient Incan word for potato through Pacific Islands to Indonesia, and it matches the DNA of Southeast Asian potatoes. That's actually fucking wild. Like, it's crazy how far, like, we've come in terms of being able to, like, do shit like that. It's so fucking awesome. All right. Ba-boom. Fucking Lord of Blood die. God almighty. But that linguistic stuff base is so fucking cool. And like the fact that we're able to track that kind of stuff, it's just amazing. Let's do the faster art gauge buildup, because the more I can pump out those bad boys, I think the better off we'll be. All right. Let's take our way up. Fat Mouse, I'm gonna queue up your video next. Let me let it load and we'll pause it. Oh, nice. Silliest top tiers in fighting games. That does sound like it'll be fun to watch. I don't know if we'll be able to get through it. I only have about an hour left. And if I'm going to be pause-andying and shit, we'll see how it goes. But finish up here. So we still got some time.
It is to admit when we don't know something in the world of science. By how admitting when you don't know something, it opens the door to be able to ask questions and study and research.
Yes, just say you don't know.
Research
just
is obviously
say,
ongoing with the Great
I don't
Hopewell
know.
Road, and I am very proud
it's so
to
much
say
better.
that I am kind of involved with it now. And so I promise you that this will not be the only video I make on it. And I'm even looking for ways to try and get all of us involved. I have this idea right now that I don't know if I will be able to make work, but I'm saying it out loud anyway. I really want to see if I can find a way to get the LiDAR data parcels easily available and accessible so that we can do like a scavenger hunt I think it could be a really cool
Let me go
way of
right
doing
here.
some citizen science by showing you guys how to access the data and having everyone just go nuts on this LiDAR data and see how many segments we can find.
There we
Because
go.
right now, that's a limiting
Holy
factor
fuck, that took
where
forever for me to
the
get that.
scientists and researchers working on it can't spend days upon days poring over these parcels. But if we crowdsource that and have a way that people can submit
take that.
anomalies they find, we
And we'll
could
take the boiled crab.
potentially
Yes,
find
boiled crab.
like all
Boiled
the other
crab.
segments of the road that exist, if there are any. So
All
I'm
right.
working on this with Brad. I don't know how this
I'm
is
ready
gonna
to go.
work or
Let's
if
fucking
it's gonna
fight these
work, but
guys.
I wanted to say it out loud because I want you to at least know that I'm thinking of you and I want you to be involved in this. But as for the near future of
Don't
the Van
get
Voorhees walls, at least,
parasocial with
the
me,
future
Mini
is
Minute
thankfully
Man.
looking bright.
And it's so important because it's, I mean, through LiDAR we found other segments that show up in sort of microscopic relief that shows up in LiDAR. But here, if we get this clear,
Okay, I've not fought this boss before. I
they-
don't imagine
they're
it's going to go well
observed.
for
You
me.
can see them, you can experience them. Obviously,
All
we
right.
shouldn't walk
Little
on them
teapot.
as much as we would
Yeah.
might like, but it's almost the only way to find them now.
What
This
the
was
fu-
nothing
oh, these are like
what it was
Valkyries,
when I was
bro.
here in the 90s. So like we know we're standing in the road, but there's
Oh,
nothing here.
fuck.
Here to come here, walk through into the woods and say, there's the wall. It was awesome. And we were hoping even then that somehow we could have it preserved so that this intact remnant
Oh, no.
could be experienced and people
Oh,
could
and I'm away
appreciate
from the
it,
team, too. This is
if
going to
not
be
quite
bad.
the same way as they do the Great Circle or the Octagon. This is still, I think, a really significant component.
Oh, she's going to
of the
heal?
work,
No,
of
she's going to
course.
fucking stab me.
And
Oh, come on.
I hope we can get it looking better.
Okay,
than
I still
this.
got him.
Yeah, I'm sure cleaned up a little bit. It'll be.
Let me get teammate.
Honestly, a lot easier to see. I mean,
I wish I
at
could
some
just
of the other
fucking-
sites that have been plowed pretty heavily. Even just the interpretive mowing is enough to be able to get
I
an
don't wanna
idea
fight you.
for it.
I'll
know,
fight
and I'm
this
sure
one.
Without the
Hey,
visual
you.
noise of a forest, here, I bet
Stop
you'd be able
ganking.
to see quite
Oh
a
my
bit
god.
more
Oh
than
my
we're
god. It's
seeing
like the
right now.
fucking Weeping Angels,
We've
bro.
talked a lot about development at a lot of
Sorry,
these
I've
sites,
been
and
watching a lot of YouTube
oftentimes
shorts.
It goes hand in hand with
It's been a
destruction
lot of
of
Doctor Who
everything.
for some
So what
reason.
does that
I
hold
don't
for this
even
little
think I've
section of the road?
seen
It's-
more
it's
than two
really
full
exciting. We've
episodes of
got-
Doctor Who.
More or less
Oh, no.
guarantees that these walls will be preserved.
Dude, these
and that,
guys,
there's gonna
honestly,
be sort
very
of
cool
development of
design.
All kinds of things, sort of like
But fuck off.
Easton,
All
in
the way off,
Columbus,
please.
With shops.
Please
There's gonna
fuck
be,
off.
I think, a government center. I don't know.
Off
If
you
the
should
town
fuck.
hall will be part of this. Apartments. This is.
Did
the
you
plan
just
to do
fucking
it
try to
right.
perfect
And
parry me,
not
you
only
bitch?
Have the developers
Don't
decided
do
to
that.
Preserve
Don't
this section
stop
with
it.
the
Oh
intact
my god.
walls,
No, no,
but to
no,
make
no,
it
no,
a
no. Stop.
corridor to sort of go all through sort of
Okay.
the center of
Was that
this
last one?
community, would be
Weapon
sort of a
bequeathed
walkway,
Harmonia.
but also a tribute to the indigenous
Just
ancient Hopewell
fuck it up.
culture that people can sort of keep following the wall on the.
I don't think I'm
in
doing
the screen
anything,
space,
but-
all the parallel walls,
Wow.
and hopefully we can get some interpretive.
Okay,
signage
now
down
she's
here
flying.
that we could help them write.
This
and,
seems
so
pretty
that people could be learning
fucking
more
not
about what's here.
good. Oh,
Like,
but they're targeting not
why is
me,
this long
so.
straight road going off weird, and it's just a big green space.
Oh, that's gonna be a big attack.
Wow.
because it's preserving this.
Oh my god.
a portion
That was a
of this
fucking
corridor.
nuke.
That's beautiful. That's I feel like a really good
Oh,
way
I got stabbed.
of
I'm dead.
being able to pay tribute
Holy
to this.
shit.
Because as it is right now,
Oh my God.
gut is like, oh, thank God it's still here, and it's kind of off
Wow.
the trail where no one's messing with it, But it would also be beautiful to see it returned to something that actually allows people.
So, wow. I straight up, I mean, it's kind of apropos. We were talking about Mormonism and shit. Oh my god. Dude, they fucking strung me up and fucking stabbed me, pierced me harder than fucking Jesus. That was wild. That was a tough one. That sucks. Sucks that we lost, but hey, it happens.
To learn from it. It's no
That is
good if
crazy,
it's just
boss.
sitting here
I love that.
deteriorating. And I think that, unfortunately, development is something which, whether we like it or not, is
ooh,
going to continue
alright.
happening.
Didn't get
so to see a
fuck or
development
shit
happening
for
in
that.
a way that is not only reverent
that's how it
to
goes.
what is here currently, which is a lot
And it's still
compared
great
to how
hollow.
it's been historically,
Yeah.
but is also reverent to the context
I wonder
of
what would be
what
good
was
to
here
fight
and what
those
this was a part of.
guys.
That's pretty amazing.
Maybe
That's
Iron
a
Eye?
real step in the right direction, I think.
Oh yeah, and if
I
there's
don't
a
know.
community, if there's like apartment buildings and people are out here walking their dogs and taking their kids for walks and playing in this area, and they get a sense of what it represents, I would hope they would.
I kind of
treasure
want to
that,
try
and,
this,
it wouldn't
the
be a
Undertaker out,
convenience,
because
that
I
it
have
would
not
be,
yet
sort of
tried
a
her.
symbol of the community, that it links them to the grandeur.
Let's see what her story is.
From
Let's
this
see if we can do
section
some
of
of that.
heavily deteriorated walls, practically lost in the forest, we thought it only made sense to make our way to the much more spectacular Octagon earthworks, where the Great Hopewell Road is thought
Watch my
to have
goofy-ass
terminated.
video.
It's here that the Salisburys
Alright.
began their 6-mile
looks
walk.
like,
They were creating their map back in 18.
They're kind of wrapping up now anyway. Again, if you guys want to watch the super serious nerd shit, posting it here. that is my super serious nerd shit. Go watch it. Give Mini Minuteman a like, give him a follow, tell him Send Patty sent you, and he'll say, who the fuck is that? I don't even know who that is. Moving on to fan requested content. Thank you very much, Fat Mouse Gaming, for our next video, which is going to be the silliest top tiers in fighting games #2.
Oh no, there's more of them. We're back to talk about more absurdly strong fighting
Rumbles
game characters.
McFumbles.
And would you
Let
believe
me
it? We
link
haven't
that
even
one.
scratched the surface. When it comes to overpowered characters, they come in so many different flavors that trying to sum them up in just 4 examples is pointless. You won't even get a taste for the scope. Like how about a character who can't die? Or a zoner who can't miss? What about a character who doesn't have the necessary game mechanics to lose health? All that and more. One more. I have 4.
That's actually wild. That sounds fucking insane. What do you mean? A fighting game character that can't die?
We're going to be
The
talking
fuck?
about something really special. Bushido Blade is a PS1
What the
fighting
fuck
game
was that?
developed by Lightweight and published by Squaresoft. In a post-Final Fantasy VII world, Squaresoft was able to put money behind unique projects, like Tobal 2, Final Fantasy Tactics, Parasite Eve, and Bushido Blade. Bushido Blade is a weapons-based fighter that sets itself apart from games like Soul Calibur by focusing on realism. It always confused me when I started playing Tekken why Yoshimitsu wasn't the best character. He has a sword! Why doesn't he just stab Heihachi? Is he stupid? Oh wait, he is. A lot of weapon fighters have your weapons just act as really long punches. You can walk off a broadsword through the chest, and the worst that's going to happen is your pants fall off. Bushido Blade, however, goes for the one-hit, one-kill style.
Ooh, I like that.
Weapons in Bushido Blade are dangerous.
That's cool.
A single well-timed shot to the head ends a match instantly. There are very few second chances in Bushido Blade.
That's really cool. Okay, hold on. Fuck, we might actually full screen this.
To give something up. Shots to the body are usually fatal, but can be survived. Shots to the head are always fatal.
Hold on, I'm gonna pause this. We're gonna watch this. I'll have to do video commentary. But if I full screen it, that's gonna fuck up how it looks. So we are gonna watch. Let me just a second to exit out of the game. I'll pause and give my. I'll react and do this a little bit harder. You know. I'll put some effort into this one. I'll put some effort into this one. I'm glad you like it, Fat Mouse. I'm glad you like it. We're gonna try. We're gonna try. All right. So let me do the full screen. Don't mind my Papa Gut shit. All right, let's go.
And shots to the limbs are even worse.
Ooh. Ooh, dude, that little fucking head pop? What just happened? Oh, there it is. Huh. Ooh. That's pretty cool.
It's real embarrassing when you lose to a quadriplegic in a sword fight. Bushido Blade is a balancing act
That's awesome.
between the simplicity of its own combat and the weight every move has. The game only has a high, medium, and low swing, but that gets paired up with characters either favoring speed to choose their battles easier, or stronger characters to make sure there are no glancing blows. With different stances for each weapon,
Why does the guy look like Gambit?
The ability to mix and match characters and weapons, you're always going to be thinking while fighting. Combat in Bushido Blade is super thoughtful.
That is pretty cool.
Your weapon, its range,
the fucking gun. So that's interesting. So I guess somebody gets a gun.
Patterns and openings, and finally work up the nerve to go for the kill, since your opponent is doing all the same things you are. It doesn't take long to learn Bushido Blade, but it takes a long time to get good at it. You're going to suffer a lot of flash finishes when you start out, but soon you'll be able to drag out fights.
Yo, Unork, how's it going, man? I am watching a viewer requested video on the most overpowered characters in fighting games. We were watching a Milo Tomasi video. Wait, no, not Tomasi. I forgot. The Mini Minuteman guy. Rolo. No, not Rolo. I don't know. That Milo guy. He's cool. He's a good guy. Puts good videos out. 12 out of 10 would recommend. But we're gonna go ahead and keep playing on this. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good day.
Bit by bit, and when it's finally time, go in for the boom. F you. The game's dedication to accuracy.
That's actually crazy. This is Bushido Blade Fashion 40. We're currently listening about this guy being the... I guess this dude has a fucking gun in a game that's all about, like, sword fighting? What the fuck? Like, that's fucking awesome. Yeah, man, we're doing a little bit of a chiller night tonight. I played a little Elden Ring. That seemed to go well. Dude, it looks sick. This game looks fucking sick. I would play the fuck out of this.
Extended the murder range. Welcome, Shuvalt Kotze.
This is crazy.
Character you can play as following the game's survival mode, Slash Mode. He's an effeminate German cowboy hired by the game's villain to hunt down the members of his rival clan.
Huh?
If not for being paid, he would have no reason to even be in the country. But since the price is right...
Oh, you used to own the game? Dude, that's fucking sick, man. That's awesome.
You with the right to never lose at the game again,
About to beans and watch Destiny vs. D'Souza. Let me know how it is. We can react to that tomorrow, maybe. I'm going to stream tomorrow, too. If it's worth it, we'll do it. That's crazy. Poor guy only has a gun. Damn, dude, that's awesome. The old PlayStation was sick. PlayStation 1 and 2 were great. Alright, let me turn it up. Sorry, again. First time I'm doing this, so...
Characters and how one character can be so much better than all the rest.
How's that?
But this time I really don't think I have to explain it because he has a gun.
Yeah,
Here's
you just
how long the average
shoot
Katse
shit.
match lasts.
Holy
Here's
fuck.
how long 2 Katse matches last. Here's how long 3 Katse matches last.
Jesus
There's
Christ.
a chance you'll survive the first shot, but Katse has no problem rapid firing a wounded target to make sure they stay down. You're lucky if the
If it's
first
live,
shot
we might
kills
just
you.
fucking stream
If
snipe
he
for a
takes
bit.
out a limb, then either your only offensive option against him is going to be disabled, or you're going to be a sitting duck in the most dangerous range you can be against
nice.
Katse, his line of sight.
It's weird that...
The gun...
It's weird that of all the games to bring Destiny back, it's Arc Raiders. I don't know. He's on Kick watching it. Okay. That's fair. I like Arc Raiders. I think it's probably one of the better extraction shooters. But, yeah. Oh, he's not on YouTube today. Oh, cool. So, we own the space right now. Just forget about everybody else. That's cool. I saw it as a premiere. Well, if it premieres on YouTube, I'll definitely... we can watch it if we don't watch it tomorrow with Connor. We can watch it with me, I guess. But we'll probably watch it tomorrow with Connor. He'll probably provide a lot better of, you know, commentary. I'm getting used to this. I'm normally just talking about my gameplay and my life and shit. But anyway, let's keep going.
Has an absurd amount of ammo to go along with it.
Bang.
With his Mauser
That's
pistol.
just so fucking bad. Like, dude, just backflip. Bang! What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That's so fucking good. That's so fucking good.
Holding 10 shots.
Oh my god.
Katse can play super sloppy and still steal a win whenever he wants to off the strength of being able to kill from a distance. His other
Jesus.
tools are for if somebody actually does manage to get close to him.
So
As he
cheesy.
has the universal parry and a massive range maker in his double backflip.
Yeah, the double
The
backflip's
trade-off
crazy.
is that his movement speed is pathetically slow,
Ooh.
with him inching forward
He's like literally doing like the Michael Jackson, like, Chimona.
like he's trying to subtly get toilet paper off of his shoe. That doesn't really matter though, since his strengths are a direct counter.
What I love is like the gun fu fucking twirls and spins and shit to make it just a little bit, like it's a little bit fair, but not really. The fucking moonwalk was great. There it is. Sorry. Hey, look, man, don't make fun of me, all right? Words are hard.
Not just to the characters, but the entire idea of the game.
What the fuck was that?
Bushido Blade is all about a thoughtful approach and measured offense. And Katse doesn't
I do
care
love
about
that.
that at all. Katse doesn't need to play that
Get
game.
owned.
He doesn't need to spend time getting in on his opponent. Instead, he can just stay still and wait for the opponent to test their
Dude,
luck.
just having like
The
one
gun's
arm, that's so
range is
fucking tough.
full screen. You can move both characters to the farthest points they can be from each other on
Jesus.
the biggest maps in the game, and still Katse can kill you from that distance. His poor...
I'm gonna be honest, okay? I'm old, it's okay. If I showed up to some kind of fighting game tournament and some motherfucker pulled out this guy, I'm never playing video games again. That would be the end of my video game career. I would never play again. I would fucking, if my kid played video games, oh my god. Oh my, I would destroy their consoles, bro. I would be raging. And when I'm old and gray and on my deathbed and my now adult kid asks, "Why do you hate video games, Papa?" I would say, "Because I got shot in a fucking sword fighting game." And that would be enough for me. Skill issue, literally. Yeah, absolutely. 100% it's a skill issue. But you know what?
Movement speed
That's enough for me to be upset, okay? That much of a skill issue, that's not me. That's on him, the other guy, using the gun.
Requires zero thought. Everything he does is so absurdly safe because the opponent has no choice but to play his game if they want to win. What I was talking about earlier, that tug-of-war back-and-forth engagement as both players are making the same choices, doesn't exist in a match with Katsei because Katsei fundamentally doesn't do the same thing as any other character.
It's like running into a Mag, Storm, and Sentinel player in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Jesus Christ, that sounds like hell.
To fight Katsei, you have to play super timidly,
Damn.
more than with any other character in the game. While Katsei simply has to keep his eyes on the screen.
Bro just has to.
Katsei is a black hole.
That's
You're
crazy.
going to try not to engage with him, but sooner or
The
later,
the fall prone shot. What the fuck is that?
Frustration or a want to get things over with, you're going to be pulled into the center, and eventually you're going to die.
Oh, I got shot in the leg.
Katsei's
Congratulations.
greatest skill is the ability to kill patience. As you wait longer and longer, knowing that Katsei has the game in the bag, the second you make a mistake, you're eventually going to get frustrated and make a sloppy move. As soon as you give up that game against him and rush him down, the second you
he just fucking domes you.
Is the second he fires.
That's crazy. That's crazy work. All right, let me give it a like. Oh wait, no, like.
Has any recourse against Katsei.
You're just fucked.
You can't outpower him. You can't outrun his shots. Your best bet
and he's got like a parry.
10 perfect parries back to back until he runs out of ammo. But a single mistimed one turns into a loss.
So he only has 10 shots. I say only 10, but
him in story mode somehow harder than the secret bosses you fight after.
That's wild.
The only way to deal with Katsei is to hope the AI is dumb enough to waste all 10 shots before he can land one, which will leave him without any other offensive moves. If you're bold, you can also try to go for his legs, since Katsei isn't programmed with any attacks that work with injured legs.
Oh,
yeah,
so wait, you fucking
combo page.
You break his legs and then he's just
fucking legs.
That's crazy.
There is one last way though, since like with everything else in the game, Bushido Blade's round starts aren't traditional. Your opponent will give you a little monologue that you're free to move during, with Katsei having an especially long one. If you want to, you can just run up to him and kill him while he's talking.
Okay.
Pass the fight with no sweat.
Okay, so you could be a shithead.
That's not a good idea. See, Bushido Blade is a real stickler for the rules of sword fighting. Bushido Blade locks a story mode ending behind a criteria of following the rules of Bushido.
Oh,
the game hopefully dumbs it down to a set of invisible rules during a fight so that you play fairly.
What is dude doing there?
There are no attacks during intros, no killing a downed opponent, no kills from behind, no kills with a throwable sub-weapon, and no kills while the opponent regains their footing when jumping back onto
so many different
rules. If any of these rules are broken during any fight in story mode, it will end right after the fight with Katsei with a proverb talking down to you for breaking the code. That means to get to the rest of the game, you have to beat Katsei with every handicap you can think of.
Good God.
You have to play fair against a cheater.
Fuck.
The worst part is you can only use Katsei in the game's versus and practice modes.
Aww.
You're only allowed to unleash this evil on people who can give you the stink eye for doing it. Katsei would also return in the game's follow-up, Bushido Blade 2, again unlockable after clearing Slash mode.
That's just insane.
This time in under 15 minutes.
That's just
sporting
insane.
an even more preposterous design, Katsei was somehow
He's a very
buffed,
flamboyant.
as one of his only weaknesses has been totally eliminated. Katsei now has a taunt tied to his parry button. And if Katsei is out of ammo, the taunt actually reloads his gun and gives him back all 10 shots. This
so he can reload now?
Before, there's no camping him out and waiting for him to waste ammo.
I mean, at least
now,
it's
Katsei
like
can fire whenever he wants to and not even have to worry about ammo since he can just reload. His shots are also way quicker now, which leads to absurd round lengths like this, where you just press square and the opponent drops.
Damn, that's insane.
Blade 2 actually adds a second gun-wielding character, Miss M16 Assault Rifle, named for her grandmother. She has an even higher caliber of weapon, and yet that increase in size isn't nearly as useful as Katse's gun. It's slower, and from my research, doesn't have the same likelihood to kill in one shot that Katse's does.
I am a big iron supremacist, okay? I love a big iron. But if someone pulls out an M16 and I have a fucking sword, I'm chucking my sword at them and I'm getting the fuck out of there. Again, actually, the only way that would make this like way better is if you put the M16 girl and this Katse guy against each other to see who has the quickest draw. But apparently M16 girl doesn't kill in one shot, whereas Katse got Glock Master. That's what they need in the third game. If Glock Master isn't in the third game and he don't just like spawn in, fucking rock back and across the screen, you're fucking up. Let me make your game for you. I can't program, but I'm a big ideas guy. I got big ideas.
Thanks to most of the shots being
Jesus.
to the body, where
Just
Katse's were to the head. While again, he can only be used in multiplayer modes in Bushido Blade 2, he's still the most dominant character, bar none.
That dude's this fucking
Kinda
crazy.
hard not to be when your gimmick is bringing
Bang.
a gun to a knife fight.
Bang.
And
Done.
now, The Simpsons.
The Simpsons?
Starring Homeboy, Barf, Mars, Felicia, and Magnet.
What the
The
fuck?
Simpin. Only on Farks. I'm much more comfortable talking about stuff
Okay,
nobody knows
all
about.
right,
Makes
all right,
for a
that
much
made me
easier
feel-
explanation. If you
that made me
play
feel weird.
Fortnite,
I
you
didn't
know
like
who
that.
The Simpsons are.
If
But
you played
wasn't
Fortnite,
the first game
oh
to
my
have The
god,
Simpsons in them, because you
holy fucking shit. Yeah, if you played Fortnite, you do know who the Simpsons are. That's true.
don't know how many Simpsons video games there are. This was the biggest TV show of all time for a long time. They got
Yeah.
everything. Ever since the NES, all the way up to the 360 and PS3,
Never forget. What was it? It's the Simpsons. Fuck. What is? I can't think of the name of it. Oh my god! It's like it's a car game. Hit and Run. Simpsons Hit and Run. Is that it? Am I right? Chat. Am I right? Oh my god! Please tell me I'm right.
new Simpsons games were constantly coming out. Original games like Bart vs. the Space Mutants and Bart's Nightmare, ports of those games to consoles like the Game Boy and Game Gear,
Ooh.
original games like Hit and Run,
Hit and Run,
Skateboarding,
I was right.
and Road Rage, all the way up to mobile games like Tapped Out. No, wait, fuck you.
Ha!
The most popular
Good, fuck
console
that
of its
shit.
time, though, the PS1, would only ever get one Simpsons game, The Simpsons Wrestling.
Oh,
Now,
wow!
this should
That
have
was
been
not
the
where I was
best
expecting.
game ever made, mixing America's Bad Boy with the
What the
only valid
fuck?
artistic medium.
Huh.
But Simpsons Wrestling is an infamously bad game. Both the worst Simpsons
It looks so.
and worst wrestling
This
game
is
ever made.
PS1, really?
Barely either, though.
Damn.
The game doesn't feature any
What the fuck?
wrestling mechanics aside from being in a wrestling ring and being able to bounce off the ropes.
Wait, so you get
If
taunt
anything, I'd
letters?
say it's closer to a party fighter like Shrek Super Slam or Power
Ooh,
Stone.
Shrek Super
The gameplay-
Slam? Hey, yo! Hey, yo! That is a fucking callback.
That replaces it is borderline Dadaism. It's just a rampage on screen at all times. Characters throwing out
Okay.
AoE attacks,
This is-
running and bouncing, throwing out
Jesus, dude.
specials to the point the game chugs to keep up with any of it.
That's...
Like Homer on a cold Duff brew. I too have seen The Simp. The game ends with a pinfall, but that's just a show of mercy. As a Simpsons game, the team at Big Ape clearly enjoyed the source material and loaded stages with background characters, but the part they couldn't
That looks-
control, the voice lines
That looks
and
painful.
jokes,
That looks really painful. I feel like I'd fucking hate that.
are
Playing this
shockingly
game.
bad. There aren't jokes in this game. There are joke-shaped sentences, but they aren't funny.
You couldn't scare me on the scariest day of your life if you had an electrified scaring machine.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna jump all over you like Brown on beer.
Marge, you're the lightning rod, and I'm the storm. Prepare to get zap diddly apped.
Zap
Together,
diddly
this
app? Okay, alright. Anytime I shock somebody, now it's zap diddly apping them. Oh my god, what is fucking Maggie doing in the ring? Oh my god, it's Maggie with the steel chair! That would be fun. Now that would be fucking peak. That would be fucking peak. But I think she's just
For one of
attached at the hip.
lowest-rated PS1
It's bullshit. She ran off. The fuck was
licensed
that?
Games, probably just games overall. And if you're expecting a Shrek Super Slam turnaround where the game found a new life in the tournament
So
scene,
bad but oddly funny. I can believe that. I can believe that. It
the game
definitely
was remembered by few and bought by a staggeringly high amount for a 2001
Did people really buy this
PS1
game? Holy fuck.
Anybody who did feel froggy enough to plumb the depths of Simpsons wrestling was almost immediately chased out by a character so strong he shares traits with some of the
Homer
cheapest fighting
3%?
game bosses of all time. While there are certainly good characters in the game, like Homer, Frink, and Apu, there's only one character
I didn't see
who's
any
the
Apu
best,
gameplay.
and it's the one with Divine Providence.
You're the lightning rod and I'm the storm is fire. You're not wrong. You are not wrong, Base. That, like, if I was a Ned Flanders type, I would probably be spitting that shit out all the time. Every time I wanted to, like, really say, like, hey, you done diddly did, piss me off. You're the lightning rod, and I'm the storm. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Flanders isn't a part of the initial roster.
What does he
and
do?
Can only be unlocked by beating him in Champion Circuit.
Wait, is that like
the game's hardest
power-ups?
mode. It's a good thing you can also unlock him via cheat code, though, because the former implies you can beat Ned. How does this work?
What?
Because being good in this game implies you can understand it. Well, for Flanders, it's simple. The game works on a 3-button system with a charge meter. Square is your regular combo attack, triangle is a special move, and circle is your strongest.
Okay.
The higher level the attack, the more charge it takes. It's not the worst idea for a fighting system out there, and if it was implemented better, I could see it working really well.
It does look like
Flanders,
one of those so bad it's good.
Has the advantage of having 0 bad buttons, meaning it's impossible to make a wrong choice with him. His combo is strong, able to move with himself over
Flanders
and over
throws
again
hands
at the cost of a pittance of super meter. Just like every other combo in the game as well, completing a combo will give you a letter of your taunt meter. And we'll go over what that does later.
Oh,
His
can he go over now?
is to launch out a Bible with an
He
insane
literally
amount of
is throwing a fucking Bible?
back around in
That's
case you
amazing.
actually manage
That's
to miss
amazing.
with it. This is great for either damage dealing or wake up, as when your opponent gets knocked down, you can just spam
What, you
Bibles
just
that
spam
will orbit
Bibles?
around
You
them
just
until
fucking
they stand up, and they take the damage.
You're like fucking
This
oh
puts him
god.
above other projectile characters.
From Castlevania, is it Richter Belmont? I don't know. One of them just chucks Bibles at people, and that's fucking gold.
Like Frink and Bart,
My
since his
Bible!
Bibles have a reduced cost and way more efficient way of landing hits.
Holy shit.
Of course, it's kind of pointless to mention any of this, because his circle attack is actually unbeatable. At the cost of a hefty amount of charge up, Ned summons down tracking lightning bolts that deal an insane amount of damage with no warning or wind up.
So you
Dodging
just
the bolts is easier said than done.
You pray to God, and God goes, Ned Flanders, you're my one shooter left on Earth. I got you. That's pretty fucking crazy.
To do that, you need to be moving constantly. You can't stop or do anything else except avoid the bolts.
Jesus.
If you try to attack Ned or go for a throw, you're getting hit. Again and again and again.
That does sound pretty fucking
taunt
awful.
meter I mentioned earlier?
Yes,
you can
tell me
pick them
about
up
it.
around the arena or get them from completing combos.
Sure.
And when you get all 5, you can do a taunt, which will make you invincible for around 30 seconds.
Wow.
During that invincibility, you can set up for the lightning bolts, since that hefty charge animation is now protected by invincibility.
Wow, that is
Every
crazy.
character has access to this mechanic, but Flanders uses it the best. The
That's
lightning bolts
fucking
also put a stop to
holy
you trying
shit.
to do anything to Ned while they're active. If you attack him, or grab him, or try pinning him, the lightning bolts will hit and you'll take damage.
I love how Pooh's
It's
eyes
also
are barely
not a
cut out
short
there.
attack.
That's fucking
The
great.
attack launches around 7 bolts, which
That's
take up a
fucked.
huge amount of time and screen space. They can also OTG, meaning characters on the ground or even being pinned.
I don't know
get
what
hit all
OTG
the
means.
same. Oh, and in case that wasn't enough, it stacks. If you manage
Oh.
to recharge your energy while the first lightning is going
Holy
off,
shit.
you can stack on a
Jesus.
second set of lightning and deal twice as much damage.
Yeah,
And
nah.
unlike every other attack in the game, this one doesn't require repeated inputs. This is happening independent of what Flanders is doing. So while you're trying to escape the lightning,
That's actually kinda
he's
funny
still
as fuck.
comboing you and throwing out Bibles
Like,
that
you're
will
just getting
never,
shit
ever
on
stop
and getting
hunting you.
fucking roasted.
This also includes a regular grab, which makes for a great tool to stop people from getting away if they
So you can go invincible, pray to God to strike down your enemies, and then grab them while God strikes down your enemies. Okay. All right. Ned Flanders is broken. We're going to move on. I do like this video, but I want to see who's next, and I'm running out of time, it feels like. All right, let's get here. Oh, come on. I didn't even skip that far. Jesus. Hold on. It doesn't have to be premium HD. It just be regular HD. It's okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. I didn't skip that far. I did not skip that far. Okay, fine.
Ned isn't a boss
Obviously,
character.
I can go fuck
That's
myself.
Mr. Burns, Kang,
Wait,
and
what?
Kodos. While those guys and gal are certainly tough, they don't hold a candle to Flanders.
Well, yeah, because Flanders can call down God.
Have gigantic models, making it impossible for them to avoid the lightning. He's stronger than the boss characters.
That's actually pretty
Hopefully
impressive.
When the DLC drops and they add Just Stamp the Ticket Man, we can get the meta back under control.
Huh.
And now on to Japan's Simpsons, Kamen Rider. I didn't know just how many of you liked Kamen Rider. And
I don't know anything about this show either.
Made aware that I am outnumbered. We'll be returning to Super Climax Heroes for this one because Kamen Rider Skull is far from
Super what heroes? Super what did he say heroes? Sorry, I just had to make it. I had to make that joke.
From the only character who's broken. In fact, even if we just try narrowing down the roster to banned projectile-based zoners from Kamen Rider Double, somehow there's still overlap. And this time, the subject gets a bit more focus in Kamen
I
Rider
recognize the Kamen Riders.
It's Kamen Rider Double. Double is, as the name implies, more than one guy.
Oh.
Protege of Kamen Rider Skull, Shotaro Hidari tries to keep the city of Futo safe from dopants, criminals using evil flash drives called...
I might be a little too old for Kamen Rider, but we'll power through.
Gaia memories to
Or maybe I'm too young for Kamen Rider? I don't know. I don't know where the demographic age is. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's like, you know, Power Rangers, but original, I guess.
Form into monsters to commit crimes.
Nice.
To help him out is a mysterious guy named Philip, who wears a matching belt to Shotaro, which allows Shotaro to become Kamen Rider Double after absorbing Philip's energy.
Weird.
As if being a package deal wasn't enough, Double also comes packing a load of purified Gaia memories that allow him to transform...
Okay, but what does any of this have to do with the fighting game? I appreciate the backstory for a fucking nerd. Like, I'm a fucking nerd, so yeah, I appreciate the backstory. But what does this have to do with the fighting game? Unless he can, like, defuse, then that would be kind of cool. We'll find out. We'll find out. We'll find out. I'm sorry, I'm pause-andying.
Form into 9 different forms, depending on...
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Which one
9 forms? That's fucking sick.
This is translated into the game by giving Kamen Rider Double the nuttiest gimmick I've ever seen on a fighting game character. There are odder ones, fighting game characters with crafting elements and drawing mini-games, but none of them match just how nuts Kamen Rider Doubles is.
Okay, alright.
For me, I play Kamen Rider Super Climax Heroes on a Wii Pro controller.
Climax time! Hey, yo!
Game uses the D-pad instead of the control stick for movement. And that stick is sometimes dedicated to a character's gimmick instead of movement. In Kamen Rider Double's case, pressing left or right on the left stick will have you cycling through various Gaia memories to mix and match them to transform into his 9 different versions. You can match Cyclone, Heat, and Luna memories to Joker, Metal, and Trigger memories. The left half dictates the elemental properties of the move, while the right determines the weapon. So his standard form, Cyclone Joker, gets a huge tornado attack on a brawling moveset. Heat Metal gets a long bow staff with a fire buff.
That's cool.
And then there's Luna. The moon is a lot of things, but top of the list is Stretchy. Luna gives the 3 Gaia memories that can be matched up with insane buffs. Metal's staff range is increased by a huge amount.
That's crazy.
Joker doesn't have to be in the same time zone
Holy
to combo
shit!
You with mile-long normals that make Dhalsim look...
Bro, that's fucking... Damn, that's some Mr. Fantastic shit. I love it.
Normal. Trigger, meanwhile, is the other broken half, since it gives him a gun. Skull proved having a gun in this game is a huge advantage, but the Cyclone and Heat versions both proved to be pretty great on their own.
Dude just exploded. Oh shit.
Cyclone, or the best anti-wake up in the game on Heat. So you take Luna, the best of the left-sided memories,
Yeah.
and mix it with Trigger, the
So I think the reason why I got so confused earlier is because I have zero backstory when it comes to Kamen Rider other than like maybe like 5-second clips. So I wasn't sure why like the Gaia memories, that stuff scared me. It scared me. I'm just a guy. I'm just a little boy, Your Honor. I'm just a little boy. It scared me. Now it's actually pretty cool. It makes a little sense. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Hold on, I got a Discord message. Let me see. Oh, it has nothing to do with me. Let me just mark it's red. And we'll go.
best of the right-sided memories, and you get a goddamn
Climax
nuclear bomb.
time!
This is Kamen Rider Double Luna Trigger. The only one of the 9 forms to be so strong, it's banned.
So, like, it looks sick. Kamen Rider looks really cool. It just looks like something that I would want to put a lot of time into, and I don't have a lot of time to be putting into Kamen Rider. But, like, everything I've seen, it makes me go, if I was, like, just a little bit younger when I was first introduced, this would be my personality. Kamen Rider would be my personality. Just being 100%.
Now, what good does stretchy arms do for
What
using
the
a gun?
fuck?
Getting close is nice, but the whole appeal is you get to stay at
So
a
it's
distance.
homing?
Well, the stretch this time
If I was a
isn't applied
Japanese
to
kid, I'd be
double,
fucking happier.
but the
It's like that fucking meme where it's like, you know, place, it's just, you know, place place USA and then place Japan, and it's like got like sunshine and rainbows and shit. That's Fat Mouse right now. Like, bro, dude, if I was a fucking Japanese, if I was just in Japan, but you're not wrong, probably would be kind of cool. Or you would be one of those hikikomori guys that doesn't do anything and is probably pretty depresso, but hey, whatever.
gun. Instead of firing out the rapid shot or strong shot of the other forms, Luna Trigger will fire out a volley of tracking shots.
That's just such
These
bullshit.
shots have an insane degree of homing.
That's just
to them,
insane.
able to hunt down opponents on the furthest ends of the map. from
Climax
double.
time!
No matter where they move to, the shots will follow.
Insane.
And can only be snuffed out by a dodge or a block. The tracking is so potent that escaping behind.
But if you're a hikikomori, then you just get to hang out and vibe, and everybody's disappointed in you, but fuck them, because everybody's disappointing anyway, so. But that's just me.
The Luna Trigger still isn't enough.
God,
You'd think
dude,
that
what
getting
else
out of the
would you
line of
need?
sight of a zoner would be enough to escape.
Oh
but
my
no.
god.
This is a zoner who can hit you without even aiming at you. The tracking isn't the only nasty thing about his shots, it's the amount of shots he fires.
Yeah, why can bro
You
fire
might
so
be
much?
able to
I'm
counter
not.
The first one,
Oh
but
my god.
Are you going to be able to counter all of them?
That's
All 11
ridiculous.
shots? Luna Trigger easily counters rider cancels. Imagine using up your whole block meter to break away, and then they just keep hitting you. How do you fight back?
Jesus. No, you don't. You
If
die.
you feel like holding down the block button to try to escape from the shots, that's
Kick
not going
hopper
to
and
work
punch
either,
hopper? That sounds
because
tough.
the amount of shots Luna Trigger fires is enough to melt through the shield meter.
Jesus.
And if you lose all your shield, you can't block for quite a while. Dodging seems like a slightly safer option, but you
Damn.
have to account for just how many shots you're dodging. The first dodge is going to dodge the
It's so
first
cold
shot,
downstairs.
but are you going
It's
to be
so
able
cold.
to dodge the 5 more coming after that?
I need to put on
Luna
my
Trigger's
jacket.
actual moves that use these homing shots as
That's
well
just crazy.
are crazy good. You can go for a heavy,
Bro.
which just fires out 1,
Pew pew
press it
pew.
again, and you've got the next few minutes set, and then 1 more press finishes it off.
That's insane.
HHH is about as complex as Luna Trigger combos get. Your physical attacks aren't
HHH,
anything
oh,
to
for
write
heavy.
home about, but you're piloting an Apache attack helicopter and complaining about the radio stations. You're gonna be fine.
Holy
Besides,
shit.
it's not like you're also not doing some heinous shit with those. The light and heavy combo is a nearly inescapable loop that only
That's
stops
just
when you let
insane.
it.
Climax
Luna
time!
Trigger's special attack
Sorry, every time I
button,
see that, that's just
though,
what I
is
think.
where the real damage is done. On the surface, it looks just like HH, but compare the two. Here's HH, and here's special. Similar, right? Similar damage, similar animation.
So what's the difference?
But did you notice something? With HH, his rider bar goes up. Special, his rider bar goes down.
That's
In
fucked.
no world is there a reasonable
That's
explanation, but they gave Luna Trigger's special shot meter drain. And if all
Why?
11 shots land, it takes away a full 1/4 of your meter. All
Good
of these shots
God.
as well push
That's
the
so
opponent
punishing.
to full screen. creating a whole stage's worth of space.
That's like,
between
you know, that's
Luna Trigger
genuinely
and whoever
evil.
he's fighting.
Like, no, like that being banned makes total fucking sense because that's fucking insane. That is fucking insane.
If you do manage to get in on Luna Trigger, well, Skull's training serves well, since the trigger forms
Holy
all
fuck.
have the dodge shot rider art. Like
What?
Skull. Difference is they don't do a fifth of your health on hit, but it's about as good.
God almighty.
These shots have a lot of nasty properties. They're amazing for zoning.
Holy
They're great
shit.
up close, since the reaction
You can't
time to dodge
lose.
to them is severely
You can't
lessened.
lose,
They're
man.
amazing rushdown tools, since the jumping shots can act as mix-ups.
Oh my
The jumping
God.
special feels like a tactical strike. They even naturally counter the few weaknesses Luna Trigger has. A really good way to get around Luna Trigger is to pick a rider with the zigzag dodge rider art, like Kabuto and the
Yeah,
Bee.
yeah,
This
no.
is one of the only reliable.
You literally have to try to lose if you're playing this fucking character. Like with the first one, the gunman or whatever in the sword game, I guess there were, at least in the first Bushido Blade. It doesn't seem like that way in 2, but in Bushido Blade 1, it looks like, you know, if you were a really, really top level player, you could maybe win against fucking gun guy. This is ridiculous. This is just bullshit. I fucking, oh my
ways
God.
To get away from Luna Trigger shots. However, if they
This
get
is-
close enough, the
Jesus.
shots they're dodging will simply swing back and hit them anyway.
Fair.
Not that it
Okay,
matters.
yeah.
The special drains meter, remember?
Oh my
And rider
God.
arts cost half a bar. When one full shot
Yeah,
takes out a whole bar.
Flanders, okay, Flanders is just being Flanders, all right? That's just literally how you do it. All right, he's just praying to God. God is answering Flanders' prayers. That's pretty set standard. I'm used to that.
It's not hard for Luna Trigger to just not
God
let the
damn,
opponent have
dude.
any special
Literally,
meter.
you can't do
That's
anything.
not even all of it, because 4 or 6S gives you a temporary buff to your special move, which in Luna Trigger's case takes away half of a full bar instead of a full.
What?
Luna's biggest weakness is low
What?
defenses. It only takes a few good strings to leave him on death's door.
Yeah, but you have to
If
get
that
there.
does happen, though, chances are Luna will still be left with a ton of red health, which after a while will recover naturally. All Luna Trigger has to do is spam shots incessantly until the opponent
Nah,
either
that's insane.
dies or you get your red health back.
That's insane.
Which they can do by doing what they've been doing for the entire round.
You skipped it. He mentions that Flanders has a built-in gill from third strike and potentially proc infinite times if RNG. So you're telling me Flanders can literally infinitely proc you? You're just fucked. Like, I don't know. My fighting game experience, okay, is Super Smash Brothers. That's pretty much it. That is fucking bullshit. That is insane. So like, it's just literally you can just proc it and you're just fucked. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Guys, I don't know if I'm fighting game material. I think I would commit murders. I couldn't do this.
Let's say we're in a fantasy, though, and
Resurrection?
There's a
Oh my
situation
God.
that Luna Trigger isn't favored
That's
in.
crazy.
I don't know if that's during a 2-on-1
That's
fight
fucking
or
insane.
if Satan challenged you to a game,
Huh.
but there is a solution to even that. You can just stop using Luna Trigger mid-match. Remember, Luna Trigger is one of 9 different forms that Double can use in a match.
You can just
If the
fucking
situation
change form.
calls for it, you can use Cyclone Joker, Cyclone Metal, Luna Joker, Flame Trigger. You have 9 characters worth of moves.
Why is Luna the moon? Why is that gun? Somebody answer that for me. I don't know why.
All in one. Luna Trigger is so strong that if the CPU picks a tag team and uses both characters at the same time, Luna Trigger is still the favored one. I tested myself to see if I could beat the final boss without moving and just spamming shots. And
Dude's got a knife.
after a minute of fighting, it became clear this was too easy, and I switched to just mashing special. I got a perfect.
That's crazy.
Luna Trigger is unsurprisingly banned like Skull. And even less
Fucking
surprisingly is the reason
Japan.
why. Along with
Oh
low
my God.
stamina, Luna Trigger also has low damage.
Sure.
Compared to Skull, of course. But the worst part of Luna Trigger is that it takes a really long time to kill anything.
Oh, so you're
Unless
like,
you
so it's suffering. You're like committing a war. This is, you know what this is? This is Japan saying, hey, America, I ain't forgetting what happened in the 40s. That's what this is. That's what this is, okay? That's what this is. This is Japan's Get Back.
Chance going in for Melee, which will speed things up a bit, Luna Trigger takes all day to end a round.
God,
so even
dude.
if he's impossible to lose with, you might not want to pick him by virtue of how boring
That would just be fucking painful,
the
man.
The funniest part of all of this, though, is that Kamen Rider Double isn't banned, just Luna Trigger. You can use any other combination of Double's forms that you want, you just can't switch to Luna Trigger.
Gotcha.
Man, Double must be a boring show if every episode they just bust out Luna Trigger and camp the Monster of the Week to death. Now again, I'm sure there's one smug asshole watching right now, wiggling his ears, saying
8 out of 9 forms. Totally fine. I swear to fucking God, if I see you using blue and yellow, I will tear your fucking dick off with your own hands. Type shit. On God, for real, for real.
Ooh, I knew all of these already. I am very smart. Bring it in! Bring in the big one! You're about to get slammed, bitch. Bring in the big one! There it is! Nice
What?
and big for ya.
What?
Lego games. A cornerstone of a lot of childhoods, launched a 2-decade spanning series that's still getting new games and having another Batman, kept travelers
We'll find that comment
for the next 500 years, one of the most important series of all time. I think a lot of these games' early successes can be tied to people's parents.
Yes.
Back when they were the ultimate say on what games we got, and
True.
seeing a perfect crossover of what we liked, Lego, with what they liked, old movies,
True.
was the perfect middle ground where we could both enjoy it. You'll
I
have
would love to
people
play the,
arguing which game is best, but
damn, I need to
nobody
play the
denies
fucking
which is the
Lego
most iconic.
Legend of Star
Right
Wars, or
behind Lego
Jesus.
Indiana Jones 2, The Adventure Continues.
The Lego Star Wars games I
which
do need to
added
play.
One new movie is Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga.
This
It
one was good.
condensed
This
every
one was
Star
solid.
Wars film at the time into a single game and provided the same value as 2 full releases. It included over 100 characters.
This was
unique
a
builds for
this was a
each
crazy
level that
game.
could
This
be
was a fucking great
recreated in
game.
real life with Lego. And as a perfect little brother game, came with co-op so 2 players could play at the same time. This has to be one of the biggest selling features of the Lego games. The ability to play with siblings, parents, friends, even grandparents. Thanks to
True.
the simple puzzles and gameplay pushed these games really far. For as
Perfect little
explored as
brother
these
game?
games are, though,
My little brother game was Gears of War. I remember playing on a super tiny, like maybe like a fucking 10-15 inch fucking TV. Trying to beat the first Berserker level, where like you have like the hallways that get smaller and smaller and smaller on split screen. My brother's on top, I'm on the bottom, fucking can't see shit because it's the brown gray era of fucking video games. It's a super small screen and it's fucking split screen. It took us like 2 full days, and I still hold a lot of contempt for that game. I still hold a lot of contempt for that part in Gears of War, because the rest of the game went fine. Everything else was super fun. That part almost ruined my brothers and I relationship. It was very close. It was very close.
There's one aspect to them that I think very few people know about. These games are cooperative.
Yeah.
Did you know Lego Star Wars has a competitive mode?
It does?
Yeah, the 2-player arcade is a room next to the episode 1 door that
Oh,
takes you to
yeah,
an
yeah. I
honest-to-goodness
remember this.
Lego fighting game.
I
Where
remember.
you and your opponent each pick a character and duke it out.
And you can
You'll
pick
also
your
have the option
fucking...
of swapping between a Jedi, Sith, bounty hunter.
You can also pick
droid,
your custom
small
characters.
And high jump character the game picks out at random, so when Gonk Droid v Gonk Droid finally loses its appeal, you can play a real game. Before getting into the characters of this mode, big shout out to Wishful Ranger 22 for being the only person to ever play this mode, and turning me on to all the information
That's
I'm about
pretty
to
cool.
regurgitate. I wouldn't care about
This
this
is
if it
kinda
wasn't
cool.
for them. Now this mode does have 3 undisputed, literally impossible to dispute best characters. I would also like to highlight the worst real quick. See, with every character on the table, you're going to run into a few bad options.
Okay,
namely
fair.
every non-combat robot character.
Yeah.
Protocol droids like C-3PO and astromechs like R2-D2 are
They
used
don't do shit.
exclusively in-game for puzzles.
They don't do shit.
They open doors no other characters can, and that's their purpose. They have no combat capability.
It's like that fucking oh man, sorry, I have the shit going and not the video. My bad. That's not transformative. What I was gonna say is that it's like that fucking meme from Rick and Morty, like, what is my purpose? To spread butter. Oh my god. It's just like that, but with protocol droids and doing very easy Lego puzzles.
And are only used for puzzling. So putting characters without the
puzzling
ability to
indeed.
fight in a fighting game is a recipe for disaster. Protocol droids and astromechs can't deal damage.
What the fuck is that?
C-3PO can't even attack. R2-D2 can at least use a zapper to temporarily stun droid enemies, but that's all he's got going for him.
He's
If
trying,
you get
okay?
stuck with these characters, you'll have no way to actually kill the opponent. There's also Jar Jar, Boss Nass, Dexter Jetster, Pre-Reveal Emperor. These are all characters who straight up don't have attacks.
That's interesting.
There's no way for them to win the game because they can't accomplish the one goal the game mode has.
What up, Yami? We are probably honestly about to wrap up, but we were finishing up about last 5 minutes of the silliest top tiers in fighting games 2 from a Bumbles McFumbles or some shit like that. Sending the video link. Yeah, we're probably about to finish up. Give a little recap at the end, and then we'll send you guys out to go do your things.
They don't even have the excuse of being able to complete puzzles in the main mode.
Wait a minute, so you
They're
can't even fucking do
useless
anything?
in every regard.
That's wild.
Somehow, though, Jar Jar might still be the worst of
Because
them.
he's a Jar Jar
unlike
Binks.
The rest, he's a high jump character.
Ah.
Meaning that you're likely to get him in the high jump slot when the game pulls out the random character pool. However, to balance out the characters who can't win, there have to be characters who can't lose. Of course, the lightsaber characters are
all the
above
Jedi.
all the blasters by default, by virtue
They
of
rock.
being able to deflect blaster bolts, but there is
They can do
subdivision
anything.
within that ranking. Namely,
Ooh.
Darth Vader, Dooku, and the Emperor are
Yeah.
all stronger than any of the Jedi
Yeah,
in the game.
they're the Sith. Of course they're stronger. Come on.
That's because they're not afraid to fight dirty and can use their force powers on other characters. Vader gets the force choke.
Dude, base. I really fucked with Injustice. I thought Injustice was really fun. I'm not good at fighting games at all. I suck ass at fighting games. I don't know why. Any other game I can like get into it, I can learn. Fighting games for me, it just doesn't click. I still fucked with Injustice so much that even though I sucked at the game, I suffered through it. 2, for the second one, I don't think I picked it up, but like I watched through like all of the fucking videos or whatever. I'm pretty sure my YouTube shorts is chock full of fucking like Injustice character intros and quips and stuff. I love that shit. I thought Injustice was a great fucking game. Sorry, give me just a second. But Injustice was sick. I really liked it. I always thought I was decent. Then I played with my friends who are semi-competitive, and my lord, did I learn how trash I am. Yami, that's me, dude. I suck. I suck so hard at fighting games. I can't do them. I don't know. I really try hard, but yeah, man, it's just not for me. Second one was okay. The first was awesome. Dude, Superman taking out Shazam was crazy. That whole setup was fucking top tier. They really did a good job setting up that game.
While Dooku and Palpatine use Force Lightning. The range on these abilities is amazing, and the ability to stop a character dead in their tracks is really strong, along with the slow bleed effect on each of the moves.
There's
if you
bleed?
want to use a lightsaber
Holy
character,
fuck.
there is no better in the game than these three. The bounty hunters as well are extremely good in this
Yeah,
mode,
because you can fucking
excelling
float.
at mobility thanks to their jetpacks,
That's pretty sick.
destructiveness with their bombs, and damage output with their blasters. Where most blasters deal 1 heart of damage when they land,
Jesus.
Jango and Boba deal 2.
Ah,
meaning 4
okay.
clean
So
shots to
basically,
kill an
can
opponent
insta-kill.
becomes 2.
That's
If you
nasty.
collect the power orb that doubles damage and makes you totally invincible for a minute, an actual
Ooh.
minute, an honest-to-God minute, Jango and Boba become one-hit kill characters.
That's crazy.
But see, the flaw here is that they allow themselves to be hit at all. there's a character who takes those strengths and adds on impenetrable defense.
Oh, it's the Droideka?
Droidekas
Yes!
are the most infamous.
Oh my god, I got it! I fucking got it! I got it! It was Droidekas! Yay!
Enemies in the game, since they come at the end of the very first level, and have an impenetrable shield that shed thousands of studs as kids threw
God,
themselves
yeah.
at them,
I remember
like
this.
so many rats into so many deep fryers.
I remember this. Fuck
And
those guys.
unlike a lot of enemies like this, you
Do,
actually
do,
have
do,
the
do,
chance
do,
to
do.
prove, no, they really are that strong. Droidekas are the best non-bullshit
That's
characters
fucking
in the
crazy.
mode, taking that double damage blaster from the bounty hunters and doubling it.
That's wild,
It
man.
can fire 4 blaster bolts at once and instantly kills anybody unlucky enough to get hit.
Jesus.
If you want to hit back, too bad, because the shield takes 10 saber swings to
I do
break.
like how it's the some of the old weapon designs and shit. I really like the old Lego weapons.
And
Sorry.
infinite blaster
We'll finish this
bolts.
up. I'll let it run.
Only lightsaber characters can break the shield. If you have a blaster character, you're dead. You want to know the only
Damn.
thing that can break a Droideka shield with any amount of comfort?
Oh, he's true Jedi.
Another Droideka!
Ah.
When your only counter is yourself, you're Toki from Hokuto no Ken.
I don't know what
No
that means.
surprises, that's a synonym for broken.
Oh, okay. Now I
Droidekas
know what
would
that
be
means.
the best characters in the game.
That's fucking
If
wild.
everybody was playing by the rules.
Huh.
See, there are actually 3 characters left, and I wouldn't blame people for never knowing because their unlock conditions are kinda strict.
Okay.
As in 100% the game strict.
Damn.
You have to put in a lot of effort to unlock them, but once you do, you get something well worth it.
That's pretty crazy.
Introducing Ghost Obi-Wan, Ghost Anakin, and Ghost Yoda.
Oh my fucking god, I remember those guys. I remember the fucking... I thought that shit was a myth when I was a kid. I was like, you fucking liars.
3 are functionally the same characters
so
as
cool.
their non-ghost versions, taking from the 3's appearance at the end of Return of the Jedi during the Ewok dance party. The reason they're the best in the game is actually the same as the droids and Jar Jar, though. They're missing a basic mechanic of the game. I'd say not being able to take damage.
Wait,
is
you
on a
literally
different
can't take
level to
damage?
dealing damage, though.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, the ghosts are completely invincible from all forms of attack.
Wow.
There's nothing
Okay.
in the game that can damage them short of falling off a ledge. But without any attacks that can push ghosts, you have no options.
Holy fuck.
And since they're still Jedi on top of being ghosts, that means there's still a chance during the random character select that you'll get
Oh,
a
he's got
ghost
purple
added
sabers.
to your character pool. And at that point, you run into trouble.
Oh my
There
god.
is literally no way for a ghost character to lose once they're selected. And since
What if I
both
play
characters
plays
share
another
a
ghost?
character pool, the ultimate counter to a ghost player is to pick a ghost yourself.
Wow.
That means even more than the Droidekas, the only way to counter a ghost is to select a ghost.
No, but I thought
From
ghosts couldn't
there,
damage.
You wait. You sit
Uh...
there, glaring a hole in the side of the head of whoever you're
Oh.
playing against until you agree to start playing the game again.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty clear between the characters who can't win and the characters who can't lose that this mode got almost as much attention from the players as it did from the developers.
True.
And it's in no way meant to be a
That's
serious
fucking crazy.
competitive mode. There is an undeniable funniness, though, to hearing a fighting game character is incapable of taking damage.
That is pretty funny. All right. So that was cool. Fun little video. Thank you very, very much to Fat Mouse Gaming for showing us. If you guys liked it, go to Bumbles McFumbles, his channel. I sent the link already once. I'll send it another time. But the wife is actually asking for my presents. Again, thank you very much, Fat Mouse. The wife is asking for my presents, and unfortunately, I can't say that my presence is a present because I'm not there. So I'm going to end the stream just a little bit early. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, all that good stuff. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch, and we will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming again because Wednesday I will not be able to stream. I got some real life stuff going on. So we will see you guys then. Have a good one, and stay safe out there.